Hello. Now we're on. All right. Okay. I can
We're
actually
testing
hear us
Cam,
now.
his technical abilities.
Live.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah, it's awesome.
live.
I tried to do a 1v1 versus Xer, and it didn't work.
Yeah, it just straight up kept crashing.
It was awful.
It's just not working today, man.
It always happens right at the 8 o'clock match time. It's always fun. Especially when I also play in VAS with our team, and so patch day at 8 o'clock is always an adventure.
Okay, now it should be. Now it should be all set.
No?
You think it's gonna work again?
No, I had to. I don't know why, but the source on OBS for you guys changed what I was hearing because you guys the thing that like whoever listens on the stream should come from my headphones, and for some reason that was changed. Okay, so we're back. We should be back. If we're not back, the chat can let me know.
I would hope so.
Alright. Okay, so let's see what they say as I bring things up.
I could hear it when I unmuted it.
Oh, that's good.
Let's see.
Is a little low. Wait.
So presumably everyone but Cam needs to go up.
What about now? Can hear. Okay, I like that.
If you mute, exit might work better.
What? This is attacking a black man on stream.
Whoa.
Did you not just tear me apart about my 80 carries, my top lane?
I don't know what you're talking about. It didn't happen on stream, so it didn't happen.
Okay.
Oh, now
I'm too high.
Okay, that's fine. That's on the. I can do that on Discord. All right, so 50% lower for you.
All right, that's good.
That's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna bring. Oh, I did. Okay, let's see if I can do this. So I'm gonna bring the first game up, but it's on a different thing. I need to fix what's his name, Guster here on this.
Oh my god, it's so big.
It's because I made a different scene for this, and I'm testing out.
Dude, I'm not centered here. Where do I put myself?
No, hold on. I'll fix it. You can just leave it the way it is. But okay, so the first game is Taz. So I'm gonna put it in here. Put Taz here, and I'm gonna put their draft on the corner. So this is week 3. Okay, so this is game 1. Can you guys see well the draft on the corner?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna fix the cameras, and I'm gonna add Guster as we go.
I don't know what Poppy was doing.
Wrap around. It worked.
Alright.
Okay. Wait, what? Poppy really held on to E. That was a mind game.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
Notorious.
Dude, this first game, I think Notorious, he did pretty damn well given the circumstances. And I'm quite impressed.
Who's Notorious though?
TLP, man.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, our superstar sub jungle.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, he was in TPO for a little bit.
I'm quite surprised about this Lissandra.
Lissandra pick?
Not the pick itself, but the performance. His performance was pretty. I think overall in the series, very very good. The one person.
And died like that.
Just reminder, Borak is here, the current champion.
Yeah. Just say Barak.
Barak.
And he's listed as a sub. Barak's old school.
Oof.
I'm just a little disappointed with Zlatric, to be honest. He was doing pretty well um a couple weeks ago, and this wasn't his series, in my opinion.
I mean, why would you ever blind kill?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is
Oof.
Electric is like one of those players where
Oop.
he's just streaky. He's either on or he's just kind of there, So it's always. I've been playing against him for years at this point, and when he's on, he's really good. When he's not on, he's there. He can contribute. But when we just played against him in VAS playoffs, and he had internet issues, so he just actually wasn't there this time. But yeah. Oh, there's a snipe.
I mean, his Poppy's kind of playing out of their mind.
I mean, they really want that Lysandra. Leave them alone.
Holly's just so good at diving.
Oh gosh. So I'm gonna get
Holly's one of
banned
the
over
few
here.
champs that can run down kill.
Yeah, it's just like at this
Why
point now
did
that a
Poppy
collie
tank
can run
tower?
people down.
Why?
Oops.
Oh, that was painful.
Alright, nice. Now we should be all good. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think Peachy this game was, popping off on the Akali, doing
I
pretty
mean,
well.
this is like the best game I've seen from CB Peaches.
To be fair, there was one week where we didn't get their stuff.
Oh yeah, that happened.
But yes, I'm also surprised. They did like the series itself very good. Especially this game one, very dominant.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do when the enemy team picks Kale. You got to abuse it early and often, and get yourself in a position to where when Kale finally becomes a champion, it doesn't matter. And
Be a while.
with Akali and Talia, you got the tools to make sure that happens. You got all the roaming power. You got the Talia to
Guster, are you
go.
saying that Kale might be a bad champion?
Don't even.
Until May. Well, what date's Wednesday? Until May 17th, 2023. Yes, Kale is not very good.
What? Y'all
Yeah,
are
dude,
Kale
the new items might
hater.
be really good for Kale. I just don't see a reason to play her at this time.
I
Like,
mean,
at least she can auto attack while she's ulting herself now. That's
Exactly.
That was a big buff, but
that's something we missed for a while. I don't think she's like awful. I just feel like there's just better things to pick, especially blind, like you said. Blinding Kale just doesn't seem like the play.
I mean, I do agree with that. Like, I think Kale is one of those champions that you definitely cannot blind pick because she's
I
rough
mean,
early
they
game.
also
So.
got trolled a bit. They might have banked on Poppy being top and then picked Kale, but Poppy's really solid in jungle too, and then they just put Akali top.
well, Akali, I was
It's
gonna ask
probably
you
double
as
flex.
yeah,
Double flex, I think.
I was gonna ask you X because Akali blind can serve for both mid and top. Um,
Yeah.
and I guess it went pretty well against the Kale, but I guess if you would like blind like a tank or something, he probably would have shifted that Akali to mid.
I mean, Akali can just. She can outskill almost every champ in the game, and she is actually really solid into almost any melee pick. So,
Dude, I feel so bad for Dark.
dude, he's not a champ this
Oh my
game.
god.
Dark Wanker was just like dying, and dying again.
Oh, this is a great Talia wall.
That's one champ I cannot play.
Dude,
Yeah,
32
Talia
kills
is
That
really
was
hard.
Dude, 32 kills
Usually,
in 25 minutes. That's crazy.
yeah, this is just brutal. But what is like Blue Side's early game piece? Jinx is scaling, Kayle scaling. Lissandra is like kind of middle of the pack for mid when you're trying to play for early game.
I mean, she is good just because she's good in setting up, but I feel like she's more of a counter to Akali because she's not like.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they were trying to counter Akali, and then she got put top lane, so Lissandra pick fell flat.
Yeah.
The other
And
thing
like
is,
Lysandra and Zach could in theory like roam, make stuff happen bot, but you're
Yeah.
into Sivir with Spell Shield and a Poppy, so it's just impossible for Zach
Oh.
Lysandra to like go down and do much of anything.
yeah, and the other thing is, you have to really be careful with Akali getting too fed and Lissandra being strong enough to deal with her.
This
Jinlo
electric Garen
requests that your cam is
angle.
louder. Your mic is louder, Cam.
Wait, what?
Jinlo requests that your mic is louder.
Wait, my mic is actually no, I can go a little bit.
I don't like playing Aurelia into Garen. This is really
Wait, is it this?
unfortunate.
Is this the one that they swapped roles? I think so, right? Yeah, they swapped mid
Yeah.
and top.
Maybe.
Yeah, they sent Seraphine to deal with Ornn.
Wait, I don't think Seraphine's good into Ornn at all.
No.
I
What
mean,
the hell?
because the thing is,
Yeah, here you
What is
go.
that?
I mean, he shouldn't be like solo killed by an Ornn because that should be like a farming lane. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I think Ornn actually just wins that matchup, and Aurelia beats Seraphine mid too.
yeah,
is so
but I think it's
awkward.
still easier for her to farm. Like, she just waits for the wave and then queues the
Yeah.
wave. But what I'm surprised for now is Electric. So far,
Jesus.
only the Garen is putting on the actual work. So be a bit
I
In a
will say
1v3.
Aurelia 1v3 triple kill is
Yeah,
pretty
1v3
impressive.
comes out with a kill. You love to see that if you're on the Aurelia side.
Did you build Moonstone? I really hope not.
Aurelia just struggles into Garen, and depending on what he built this game, you probably just can't kill him.
Also, I'm really glad CH Game is back at jungle because last week on that top lane was
I don't think he can play top, to be honest with you.
it wasn't that good. So I'm glad because he's doing really well as a jungler.
This Aurelia just keeps dying to the Garen, man. It's such a bad matchup, but he has no agency to kill you unless you fight up.
That's not even rank 2 Garen ult
Oh,
either. That's dying to the rank
really?
1 Garen ult.
Oof.
Oh, poor Dark. Dark just wants to play League of Legends, man.
Oh yeah, how did Ornn top get first tower? That's crazy.
I mean, Seraphine is
And
here.
before 14 minutes?
I mean,
Well,
look,
Seraphine was mid trying to kill Irelia.
didn't you see Seraphine roaming, dude? Like 3 times mid? They're doing like 3v1 in the Irelia?
I just thought Seraphine would have lane prio when that happens.
I mean, that's a question for our boy TLP, man.
Yeah, I don't want to roast
Yeah.
TLP too hard, just slightly roasting.
But oh yeah, I wanted to mention because Cool Pro Ninja is CB Peach's I think is their sub, if I'm not.
Yeah, he's a Ornn lover.
Yeah, and he is after this week he's to be considered pretty good on the Irelia. You should if he plays,
Really?
nobody should.
Aurelia.
Yeah,
He's been like a tank player and nothing else for a hot minute.
I mean he put in some damn work on this champion.
That was
Just
such
gave it
a
an
worthless flash.
Oh, also X, just let you know,
What?
Dilly's on the chat. He said CH Gaming is a top lane main though. So
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
And that's where we played when we played in Vast playoffs this past week. But I mean, he did all right. You know, he was just there farming. You know, he played Fiora, didn't die till
Dude,
the very end of a game. You know,
they
just
trade
top lane
Aurelia
things.
for a dragon,
No.
and
That's
then they
worse at
fight
this point.
dragon when they have two dead. After they already got dragon. That's a head scratcher.
Yeah, there were a lot of decision making that is questionable from part of CPP, but I think overall they had a really good series. Unfortunately, they are what 0-3. What is their record?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're 0-3. So it's gonna be rough, but I still think they have a chance just because they have two individual victories. So it could
Dude,
slide.
both sides are just greedy. Like, what is this?
Aurelia's going in for the 1v4 highlight reel.
I
And she almost got one out of it, too.
Oh my gosh.
They're just fighting with no Aurelia for some reason. And Aurelia seems to be the strongest person in this game.
Hope this is better.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm interested in the draft and why they felt the need to B1 Yumi right now. I'm not sure that the B1
Yeah, I don't
Yumi
think
is
B1
the.
Yumi's ever a move. I missed that.
'Cause I'm like, what were they trying to pair it with? Like, they just want to give Dark Jinx. Like, when we were doing scouting for VAS, we saw that Dark has gotten Jinx like the past 9 games in a row or something crazy. Like he's played it 9 times. People just keep giving Jinx away for free. For what? For B1 Yumi? I'm
Yeah.
not sold on the B1 Yumi
At
to give
least
away
ban the
Jinx.
Jinx, right? At least ban the Jinx if you're not gonna
Yeah,
pick
if you
it.
know you're gonna do something unconventional for first pick, get rid of one of the strongest picks in the meta. I don't know if that's actually good.
Yeah, I don't know if that was really worth it, but
They also insisted a lot on Sivir. I don't know. I don't dislike Sivir, but she does need a lot of items to become like a solid
Sever
champion.
needs way more. She needs more items than Jinx
Yeah.
to be
yes, she
as
does.
strong. And she's weaker early too, but she has better wave clear.
Yeah, the range
Dude,
difference.
I
too.
love this comment in the chat. Why play Sivir when Jinx does everything Sivir does better?
Yeah.
Plus the resets. Like she just becomes stronger
Yeah, plus the
after.
resets.
Yeah, you don't even need to build attack speed items on
Holy
Jinx.
shit,
You
the
really don't
R
want
whiff.
to.
Oh, that was a
Oh
great
my
play.
god.
So this is one of the things why I think CH Gaming is a good jungler. He has good notion and also good mechanics. Like he's just doing so well as a jungler.
I mean,
TLP didn't help there, but
dude, Sorelli just goes for blood every time, and it just keeps working.
Really,
That's just
to get
Irelia
out of the
things.
game.
exactly.
Dude, this guy took 3 free tower shots.
I just like Aurelia.
I thought
Like
you wanted to learn Aurelia.
I do, but I hate leaning against it because
Just ban it.
I just don't exist.
I mean, he's doing pretty well, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like what's his name? Cool Pro Ninja. He just he was trying to abuse too much, like taking extra tower
He
shots.
definitely was trying to get every advantage he could,
Exactly.
and he was just coin flipping almost every play.
I feel like
Yeah.
if he had just
Oof.
waited, be more patient, he would definitely carry this game.
Jeez.
That's power Jinx. You just sit back when you turn on your rockets and wait for something.
Plus, he's
And then
going
you
with
win.
Ignite.
I mean, when you're able to style on people like that, taking Ignite is fine as long as you actually get stuff out of it during lane. But later on, having the ability to side lane and have teleport is just so OP.
Yeah, you playing the map is so much better. I feel like because
Oh, Dark. Dark just wants to play League of Legends. Lucky.
I don't think Dark gets to play League of Legends, apparently. Oof.
Oh, dude, the Jinx ult did no damage.
It's a choke hat.
Boink. Well, these guys are so they definitely
Oh.
do play
They're
greedy.
trading Aurelia for Baron, and now they have to fight a 5v4. I wonder what happens, guys. Dude, Garen couldn't ult because people were dying too fast. He got canceled like 3 times.
First world Garen problems.
Spin to win, champ.
I actually don't know how blue side wins this.
Especially when Cho'Gath
Kim,
just walks up
what
and eats
items
Dark.
did Aurelia build this game?
I don't think I was tracking that often, but I don't think
Is
she
the
went.
scoreboard not up like underneath the cams?
No. It's just
Every once in a while, it is. You
Every
can
once
see
in a
it, but
while.
yeah.
Alright.
No. I just left the.
I saw Bork though. I saw Bork activating.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know he has Bork.
it was like
I
Borg.
don't see shield bow going off. So
Yeah,
must not
shield.
be
No,
shield bow.
no. She did build shield bow. It was shield bow Borg, and I think Death's
okay.
Dance was her third.
Ew. Dude, I'm gonna be sick.
Oh my gosh.
So this is what you pick Yumi for. Now you have a strong Irelia with a Yumi on you.
That's exactly what you need. What was Aurelia's scoreline at the end? I'm really interested to know.
I can pick it up real quick.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Uh,
Aurelia generally looks like they get 1 kill for every time they die.
okay, so her final score was for this is game 2 or 3, I forgot.
This is third
This
game.
is 3.
Okay, for game 2 was 10-7-5,
Yeah.
and game 3 was 9-13-10.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
She went. Oh no, she went. Yeah, so she went. Bork, Shield Bow, Wit's End, and then Frozen Heart. 4 items.
What? Wait, why ever build
What?
Frozen Heart on Aurelia when Death Stance exists?
I don't know where you're asking me. We gotta find who else. Where is cool Pro Ninja to ask him.
We need to bring this Aurelia on stream for like 10 seconds.
Just so we can,
Dude,
shame on
Chess
him.
says Frozen Heart outperforms Death Stance. I disagree.
I mean, if you're on top of Jinx, maybe. But like, who else is auto attacking?
If
Vi
you get
has
a single
reset.
reset, Death Stance should outperform every day.
I'm not sure. I mean, they also recently buffed what's her name? Death Dance. But the Frozen Heart isn't bad since they have Jinx, but I don't think I guess it's just for Jinx because I think she also lowers her attack speed or something.
Yeah, but the other thing that's huge about Death Stance is you turn Garen's ult into a 1k damage nuke into a 700 damage nuke, and you take like 300 over time.
This is just
And
rough.
Syndra's ult, it means that if you're not as likely to
similar
fall into
concept
the
to Syndra.
execute thing as quickly with Syndra, you can just press W and wait for a kill and cancel it all.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
stop.
it doesn't stop
it
it, but
mitigates.
it delays the time. Like if Syndra's ult finishes and you still have time to auto a couple more times, you just lifesteal up above the threshold before Death Stance kills you and pray your team kills someone to get the healing instead.
Yeah, unless you're just getting
the
one
Garen
shot.
ult, yeah, the Garen ult just is true damage. That's
an unfortunate.
that's the power of Garen. Yeah, it looked like Cool Pro just dove a little bit too far.
A little bit too
Got
much.
got in the middle of 4 people and couldn't kill them all.
Yeah, One thing though, I feel like TLP said on the chat it was first time in mid, but I think overall, he did pretty okay because the thing is, like in this first game with Lissandra, I mean obviously they got clapped, but still like for someone new on that position, I think was still doing pretty fine. But
Yeah.
I feel like he was missing more of CH gaming, Z Electric. Dark did not be wasn't able to play at all. Um, but I think overall these two teams are more even than I thought, and I would definitely be ranking up CB Peaches a bit higher in my power rankings at least.
If nothing else, this first game shows that they like think about draft, right? They have
Yeah.
flex picks that they can play around and they can try to do stuff in draft. Some teams literally just like pick champions in order. They just go, all right, we literally only go bot lane and jungle first three, and then we go some combination of our solo lanes for the second two, and that's the only
Yeah,
draft plan that they ever have ever.
and they just go for
So
comfort as well.
yeah. So CB Peaches having some draft flexibility definitely opens things up for them a little bit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I definitely like the spiciness that CBP just
I'm
brought it in
curious,
because they needed
like,
that dub.
what they're gonna look like if they make it to playoffs.
Well, yeah, it now things are gonna be more difficult with VVS dropping out and giving free dubs for us.
I
But
mean, I don't know if it changes much, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I feel like so the thing is, whoever went 0-3 in the first group, I feel like if they don't get like a win, if they didn't get like a single win, things would be a lot harder. So, for example, we have three teams that went 0-3, 0-6. One team, PF Chang's, got a single victory, and CBP just got two individual victories. So I think if they have a chance of going to playoff 3-3, it would have been CBP just because of those extra, wins. But it's just gonna be harder, because they need to 2-0 every single game to be 6-6. So
Yeah, and we also drafted them and Squirtle Squad into the same group again. So we'll get to see a rematch of this series.
exactly. I mean, they have a chance to win, 100%. Okay,
Right.
so
What's next?
I'm gonna put in the next game, which is gonna be it is a very interesting game. Is Coalition and Eden's.
Oh boy. Dude, Eden's got 2-0? I missed this.
Yes, Eden's got to Ode, and that was interesting to watch.
Huh. Here I thought Eden's was the team to beat.
I still think they are because they didn't have their jungler Technics.
Okay.
He was out.
Yeah.
So they
Okay.
made some changes, like brought in Major into jungler. Qbot went to mid. Photography went to AD carry. And
I think this is the same top.
yeah, same top, same support. It's just a quick shift due to.
Dude, I don't like picking Poppy R5 into Ornn.
To be fair, he did really well, in my opinion.
I mean, I could see him doing well. I just personally wouldn't do it.
I didn't like what Major was doing in this Lydia game. I think like he was inting his way through the game.
Holy shit, what is that?
Oh.
What
Bingo.
the fuck?
Oh.
Dude, that was bad. Um,
Oof.
what was that flash? Zaya Olsen doesn't have the mana to pull through.
Unfortunate.
I don't know. I feel like they were a lot of times Eden's just were in like illegal positions. Like Major
Dude,
got caught a few
It kind of looks
times.
like he
Yeah.
got every kill. He's like one-shotting people.
Yeah, glad surprised me this series. He was very he did a lot. Like he did a lot.
This looks like a 1v2 angle.
Oof.
Or Entangle. My bad. Holy shit. Oh? Okay. That was actually really clutch. I like that flash.
Yeah, but
It gets him in this spot, though.
Oh man.
Oh my god, the Seraphine flash.
Oh,
Sad.
Oh?
Oh, sad lantern.
yeah, very sad.
These
Very
fights not
sad.
even close. I mean, I don't know why they're fighting even fights.
yeah. At that
Yeah,
point, once Wukong's that strong, he just rips through an
Yeah,
entire
you have to
team.
play on opposite side of Wukong if you want a chance to win any fight. His EQ does half of Zaya's health.
I mean they have a strong fight. They're not like they're they're only 2K behind,
Oh
even though
my
they have like
god.
14
It,
to 5 kills. But I don't know.
it looks like almost all of the kills are on Wukong, and he's doing a quarter of everyone's health with a single Q.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And now Varus is fed, so.
Well, that's
Oh my god.
And they
unfortunate.
spend all those resources trying to kill Wukong, and they can't even do it. It's and then you get double lifted like that. It's unlucky.
Holy shit.
The other thing is they lost pretty much all the objectives. I think even the
Yeah,
herald that
I was gonna get to that.
yeah
They didn't get a single drag.
they got one
Yeah.
herald, but they didn't take the eye. So
Oh,
Oh,
that is
that's sad.
unfortunate.
yeah.
That's always rough when you're like, "Hey, I got it," and then you die, and no one can go get it. And you're just like, "Huh? Well, fuck me, I guess."
Now I feel like this game was a bit more even, but the Jax jungle was surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love playing
Interesting
Jack's
pick.
jungle, but with the way experience works in top lane, it just seems bad to put these things that require levels anywhere other than in lane, especially if they are a top laner. Since the top lane minions give so much more experience than anything else, like starving Jacks of levels just seems kind of bad.
I mean, carry
But
jungle is viable.
if he gets fed, like it's fine.
Yeah. It's harder to get fed though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Controversial take. Jax only needs Divine to be strong. I would argue he can probably 1v1 almost anything at Divine, but he needs multiple items.
The one thing that I don't think teams should be allowing Shroud to play his champion, right? Dr. Shroud, Zakali.
I don't.
Kind of obvious, but he popped up. I mean, he played 3 games of Akali, I believe, in the league so far,
Yeah, every time he gets the call, he does well.
and he popped up in 2 of them. So, you know,
Yeah, general rule of thumb: when you come up with someone who's named after a champion in some way, shape, or form, you probably should have a really good reason for giving them the champion they named themselves after,
I
Unless it's
agree.
skill.
unless it's Kale.
Oh, come on. You know what? I'm changing my game name now.
TPO kill, let's go.
Yep. Even though my in-game name's not TPO.
I don't know. I feel like poor Jinx.
Dude, Protobelt
Aww.
Akali is brutal. How do you get away from this?
I mean, to be fair, he should as
You,
soon as you saw Akali, he should have just run away.
yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Try to
but-
avoid.
Nothing good happened if Akali shows up in your lane, so.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh, he's got the flank
that's brutal.
Victor.
Oof.
Ooh. Sad Killbot. Face check
It's another
Akali.
game. It has to be
Also,
more competitive.
11 to 5.
I mean, I feel like the jungle makes a lot of difference. So I
It's like they're down kills, but they have 3 drags somehow.
yeah, I feel like they played a lot better this game collectively, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like they had like the team fighting for Jinx. You know, they had a Zac and a Gragas, but if you're just gonna and Victor obviously, but if you're gonna leave them open to the Akali, she's just gonna shred them.
I mean, you can't really peel a collie either.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
Oh
try
my
with this
god.
I mean, I was
Gragas.
gonna say Gragas and Zac are
Rush.
two of the better champions to try and do it because they don't have to actually see her to do anything to her.
Exactly.
But when she's that strong, it just doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Because if she
Yeah.
shrouds, you just ult in the middle of the shroud, blast her
Yeah,
somewhere.
or Zac ults, Thresh Flay. You can interrupt a collie. It's a lot harder, but
Dude, Akali's trying to 1v4. Let's see what happens. Alright, nothing happens.
That's what is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
oh, I think a
Yeah.
collie kills Jinx if she doesn't step on the traps, though. Like,
I really
don't
hope
get
that they
that
ban the
twisted.
collie after this nonsense.
And then there's
Oh,
Jax. Poor
okay.
Jinx.
Collie 1v2. Let's see what happens.
I mean, she just needs to buy time
uh,
because they got
Oh
a
my
Sivir
gosh.
coming.
That was a great Collie 1v2.
Uh,
how does it feel as Jinx in that fight though to like have to flash away from a Jax and a Collie, like both diving you, and then there's a Malphite there with his ult still. Like,
Dude,
how do you play this game?
you
What's
don't get
the
to play
Jinx
the game.
item? That's the question.
Uh,
What's the mythic?
I think she went Kraken here.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Kraken rune on.
No, that's
No.
Let me see.
Not
Kraken's better
Kraken
than Guild
Slayer.
She went Kraken's Lair, Maw,
No.
IE,
Maw?
Seriously, you're
yeah,
lying.
Oh
IE,
what?
no!
Bloodthirster,
Dude, you
and
can't build
Runons.
Kraken Slayer this game because you have Malfail, you have Jax trying to dive, and you have Akali trying to dive.
Oh, yeah, there's the Kraken proc. Yeah.
I
Oh,
still
it's
don't. I don't like Gale Force, so
Yeah, I think it's
I
Gale
probably
Force
troll
or Shield
myself.
Bow.
I probably would have gone Shield Bow, but like I'm anti Gale Force unless I'm
Yeah,
forced.
so if you have Gale
I
Force,
don't know.
you
In
at
a
least
fight
have
like
one more
this,
dash to get away from Akali.
yeah,
You
but
know,
if you
with
can play
Gale Force,
fights
you're
like
not getting
that,
out.
I mean, they still won a lot of fights with.
yeah, if they can
Yeah.
play fights where Jinx can auto, Kraken's better. But it's
Dude,
all about
the-
getting Jinx
Yeah.
to be able to auto.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing is, oh yeah, so this is one of the fights that I was looking at, and it's it's not what you want to do if you have a Jinx and a Victor, like
Dude, this
Oh, is-
Akali flank is actually so threatening.
Terrifying.
Especially if Victor just bounced himself over right into her. That'd have been
Yeah.
hilarious.
because the thing is, like Jinx, she like the moment that she got into the fight, there was no fight left.
Yeah.
The tanks were
Yeah,
dead.
because they need to just cut the losses and just accept you're gonna lose 2 people due to the flank setup. Oh my god, the Malfiddle.
Ugh. This Akali is hurting me. Oh. Give her a pentakill, please. No. Alright. No pentakill, alright.
Oh man.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's how you solve the Jax jungle. You let the game go 50 minutes so he hits level 18 anyway. There you go.
Yeah,
Easy.
dude, who needs extra experience from top when you have a 40-minute sim game?
Uh, who wants to play a 50-minute game?
A lot of teams. A lot of
Dude,
teams default
No.
draft
if
to
you
just
take
draft
Gathering
scaling
Storm,
and
I think
pray.
50-minute games are in your favor.
I mean, like, maybe I'm just thinking, like, I just want the game over and done with.
Like, I still think Eden's is a strong team, especially like tactics makes a lot of
I
difference.
mean, honestly,
Well, how many people? You said like
I
3
just want to see
people
it
were off
again
or
with
No,
their actual
so
starting jungle.
yeah, so it's their starting jungle that's off. So instead of just replace the jungler, they move Major, the mid laner, to jungle and Cubebot the AD carry to mid.
Yeah, I think they overcooked.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of difference. Technics was making a lot of difference on the first 2 weeks or the first week, I guess. Wait, no, this is week 3. I'm sorry. First 2 weeks, yeah, he did a lot of difference, and it's
Yeah.
hard to sub your jungle in like that.
So, dude, the next one is gonna be interesting.
Oh yes, Dorado
My
and
favorite
Syndicate.
team that isn't an ET roster.
Um,
Also, let me know if you guys like the scene where you have the games a bit larger. I don't know if
I think
it's
it's the better way to do this.
because
yeah.
I
It
have
was
no idea.
actually so
Oh,
small
yeah.
before.
Oh, that Nautilus hook was tragic.
Wait, Darius got picked? Hype. I hate this champ.
Uh,
But Sign's just not a champ when you get hit by Darius. Oh my god.
That's unfortunate.
especially when he has ghosts and
Oh.
he's away from you
Oh.
after you die, and you're like, I have a chance.
No. That hurts. Cool. Until the yell, I like that.
Oh yeah, this is Syndicate and Dorado. Dude, this game was quite interesting.
Yeah, they pulled out all the stops, man.
I like. I don't know if you guys remember, but Hap, I think he was having like very rough games. But I think
Whoa, that not
this
hook.
this series like he
Oof.
stepped up a lot. Him and
Who
then
did, in your opinion?
Hep, the AD carry.
Hey, I think Hep's been the weak link for a couple of their games so far.
I think he stepped up pretty well, and he paired really well with Tilted Pizza.
Oof.
Dude, set flash the wrong way out of tower.
Let's go.
I can't believe that.
Oh, and by the way, this is the team that we are facing this Monday. Oh no, sorry, not this Monday. Next
No.
week.
Yeah,
No, I don't
we're
want. I
facing
don't want to talk
Dorado.
about.
We didn't get to pick our third seed, so we got stuck with Dorado.
Suffering
So
from
yeah,
success.
a little bit. Maybe too much
I mean-
success because people are quitting on our group.
Oh my god, that's painful.
Oh,
This Kaisa just risked her life to KS a red buff.
Dude, Wukong is just super strong. Like, what the heck?
Dude, Wukong's
Right.
just a nuts jungle.
Not a fan of.
Whoa, that was awkward.
Oh?
That animation.
Nope.
It feels like he just teleported there. There, Hector.
It literally looked like it. And then get bugged on the replay. Wait, what was the Zaya flash for? I'm confused.
Panic flash.
yeah, one of those. There's people here. I need to not be here. Flashes.
Man, I feel like I don't know. I feel like Dorado, they had such a good game, but sometimes they kind of like to troll a little bit. They try to force some plays like between turrets that I don't know. It feels awkward.
Yeah, they kind of overforce. Wow,
Oh.
what a useful Zaya.
You guys are rough.
Dude, look at this.
Tilted Pizza and Reboot. And these names are
Darius is
wild.
just popping off, man. And the Kaisa Daisa bleed.
Yeah, that bleed's gross.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Why did it
Oh,
flash
man.
there? I don't know, man. I feel like I didn't want to say this out loud, but I feel like all the hype on
I
Chef
wanted
is.
to.
I feel like all the hype that at least that I put on Chef in the first week of the Titans kind of dropped me a little bit because I feel like
But
he's
he's
not being.
still looking good.
Yeah,
Just
but he's
not
not
like
as massive as he was. It's
yeah, it's
like
like not top 3 good.
I feel like the other people on Cinecas are like popping up, showing up, hap to the pizza.
Well, I will say I don't know why they keep picking Sion top because I don't think he's good at Sion top. But I think their top is good with other things.
I think this is the third
Yeah.
game he did on Cyan.
Maybe he's one
mean,
of those top
granted,
laners who's just a totally different person on blue side versus red side. Like,
I mean, yes, but I just don't think Sion's his blind pick champ is kind of my point.
yeah.
Game 2, we got some interesting stuff.
Okay. Oh wait, do I fucking record this shit? This was silly.
Oh my gosh.
This Olaf stays in lane after that. Like what?
He's got
What
no
are you gonna
health. What is
do?
he doing?
What are you gonna do here?
He just trolled there. Really? What?
Gotta make use of his attack speed, okay?
Ah,
Chill.
yes. At no health. Okay. Oh, poor Annie. She didn't ask for this.
Yeah,
Leave the
Dragon
child
straight
alone.
whiffs and Annie still dies.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I
Leave
kind
the
of
child
like
alone.
the Jarvan players here in the league so far. They're abusing a lot on the
Yeah,
mid
there's a
lane.
lot of good Jarvan players in the league, and I think he's in a really good spot too, so it's a problem.
They're not letting Annie play this game.
And that's the point of picking Nautilus mid, right? Is you make the mid laner unable to just play the game, especially with Jarvan. Like, there's too many things to dodge. You're gonna get hit by something eventually.
Yeah.
So
Also,
I'm not liking this Nautilus mid, Alistair mid.
and the good thing
What?
about the Nautilus mid is against any spin in particular is the
Dude,
fact that
Fiora
he
wasted
doesn't
carry so hard here.
get bursted, so he doesn't need to fear.
Also, Fiora can walk away here and live, and they just stay under tower.
Unfortunate.
It was probably like Wukong's like, yeah, I'm coming up. I'm not 6 yet, but we can outplay this.
That was exactly their comments. We have you infiltrating FN's comments.
Oh, poor Wukong. But I like the Nautilus mid, but I don't like it paired with Jarvan
Why not Jarvan?
because
You want like a true carry jungle?
yeah, you need
Like
a carry.
Kindred?
Well, yeah, Kindred,
No.
something like that, something that's gonna because the thing is,
Something getting that gold on is worth it. Because,
yes,
is
yes.
Jarvan really a different champion if he has 4 items early? Like, if he's building full damage
His
glass
Aura will kill
cannon,
this entire
yes.
team.
Yes, if he's building full damage glass cannon, but if the game gets to the point where it's later on and he's full glass cannon, he's just gonna ult in and die, and then he has to pray that his team can kill everyone else.
Yeah, because you have a lot of
If,
view.
but if you do that and your jungler's like Kindred or something that's gonna just 1v9 the game because you're able to give them all this gold, I
Yeah,
think that's kind of what you want to do with the Nautilus more so. Like doing it with Jarvan, it's working obviously, but I think the theory is that you can give a champion that needs gold the gold by doing the Nautilus mid.
because the other
Can
thing that you have
anyone-
to do is you have to transition that power that you have early to your AD carry so you can get him ahead and make sure, because at late game you're gonna have 2 supports giving Bill and CC so the AD carry can just auto attack. But if they're not gonna do that and just gonna play through Jarvan and do stuff like that, I feel like if you don't close the game by 25, 26 minutes, you probably will suffer a lot like late game. The other team just waits until 30, manage to wait the game for 30, 35, the Jarvan value just decreases. At least that's about it.
It also depends on the draft, because if there's very vulnerable carries that can only flash out of Jarvan ult, Jarvan has a ton of value. But
Yeah.
against things that can get out of Jarvan, or like if you pick Jarvan early and the whole enemy team just picks like Ezreal ADC and some other mid with a dash or something, it's miserable as Jarvan.
Yeah.
I think it's weird to not early pick Jarvan. If you're planning to pick 2 immobile carries, just pick Jarvan.
Yeah, take it away.
Like, in this particular draft, they pick Siverheimer, and then the enemy team just gets to
Annie.
pick Jarvan into it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what else are you putting there? And they also pick Annie mid, so there's 3 champs that can't dash out of Jarvan Cataclysm.
Yeah, just everyone's just vulnerable if they don't have flash. The only pick that's good into Jarvan, I feel like, is the Wukong.
Yeah, that's fine. The problem is red team has almost no champs that can get out of the Cataclysm without dying. Or flashing. I don't know why Fiora stays here. This is so weird. Fiora has teleport, mind you. She can recall here and teleport back, but she doesn't. She just...
And that
it's like
ward
a
has been
and
pinged.
farms.
They know that ward's there. Someone pinged it. He's got the little thing on his screen. He knows he's seen, so they're just like, alright, let's all win him. Fiora's not here. Like, she can't do anything.
There's one thing that I don't like about the Fioras that I've seen so far in Titans is the fact
They group.
yeah, they're all grouping. Like,
I don't know what's happening, man.
dude,
Let's pick Fiora and
look
then
at that tier
teamfight.
1 top there, almost dying, asking
that's
to
what
be
I'm saying.
killed.
How are you grouping on Fiora and you don't even have your tier 1 tower top?
Sure, they have soul, like they got soul, Drake soul, but they have like what? Now they have like 4 turrets, 3 turrets.
I don't...
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
realistically,
where it
does
counts.
having
I don't know
Fiora
how you're
there-
behind when you win side lane.
When you just group and give up all your side lane pressure, you know? But like, does Fiora being there change the way team fights play out? No, your immobile carries are still going to get Jarvan ulted, regardless of whether or not Fiora is there.
And she's just getting one shot with the amount of CC.
Yeah.
If the enemy team doesn't layer all their damage into Fiora parry, she usually can't do stuff.
And she's tipping again in the team fight.
But they win this fight,
won.
like... There's Wukong again, doing Wukong things.
I think that game would have been cleaner if she just put the pressure and tried to draw 2-3 champions, because they can't really kill her that easily if they just send, I don't know,
Fiora
all
has a
of.
potential 1v2 if she parries Jarvan like EQ. This game was so slow. The first was at 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
I want to
Holy-
repeat this. The wave is pushing the Malphite and he can recall, and he stays here. I'm pretty sure he dies.
Why are
I
there no
don't know
kills
what's
at 11
happening.
minutes?
He flash ulted.
Oh my.
Oh god, and didn't even kill the Jax.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, dude, this week was the Twitch week.
The Twitch week?
Yeah, a lot of people play pretty
Oh,
well the
AC.
Twitch.
Dude, I think Pep actually played such a good game this game 3.
Yeah, because he's trying to make sure that nobody remembers the last Twitch pick that he did.
Also
Don't
just-
remind me.
It's a crazy good team comp for Twitch, too. You have Jax,
Yeah.
Hecarim, and Swain in front of you and a Lulu with you. Like, how do you touch Twitch? You have to kill all that front line.
It's a big front line and it's a damaging front line, so you're threatened by them.
I don't like this Volibear. What's your take on the Volibear right
Dude,
now?
I don't know why Volibear's here, to be honest with you.
They're like, either they buffed him this past patch or they're buffing him next patch, one or the other. So people have been like trying him. But ever since they gutted him the last time he was meta, he just seems like he's just not even a champion unless you're doing the AP Gnasher's Tooth stuff.
I think you just need a ganking jungle, and you try to play through mid bot.
That's Volibear, but he's like,
It is Volibear. I
bad.
just don't think he's the ganking jungle.
Yeah,
He needs to make things work early, otherwise he's kind of.
you gotta
Like,
get some
look at
good
this
dives
fight.
off.
Twitch
his
is
old-
free hitting 4 people.
Yeah, the Twitch flank. Oh my god,
It was disgusting.
it was just oh man.
I mean, very good turn of events here. With the with this result, Syndicate they got a good record, 5-3 with 2 wins. And these next team, Fever, which is one of the best teams that we have this split. I don't know about you, but I would like to put a question mark on them after looking at this.
On who?
On Fever. I don't think they did too hot against PF Chang's. You know, I think PF Chang's did quite well overall.
What seed was PF Chang's going to Group 2?
What do you mean?
They were a last seed. They're one of the teams that didn't win one.
Yeah, they went 0-3. They had 1 victory and 6 losses.
Dude, the fucking Orange Gap. Love to see it.
Yes.
Espada, dude, Espada is doing pretty well on tanks, in my opinion.
I have yet to be impressed by a spot on anything other than Dante.
I mean, I think that's his style, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. Man, this is an intense slapstick.
Oh my
I don't know.
Orange just going for the 1v3.
But,
You'd love
but
to
no.
see it.
god.
Okay, he gets no one.
It was just simply a
Loki
Chinese
straight
spy dip.
speechless after the Orange play.
I really am actually. Like I have no words.
Alright.
Uh,
The Gnar run
What?
down with red buff. What was that flash?
a bit aggressive.
Dude, Orange missed his pillar knockup with that flash, by the way. I actually don't know how he did it.
Uh, hello.
Nice hook by Ipsy. Ooh, they did a trade.
No. The fucking Ori walks
my
back
God.
into the miasma and dies.
Literally, she had no health. She should have just backed her there as trolling.
Gotta restart that Leandri somehow, you know?
Orange.
Dude, the double tanks trying
Plus
to
the
1v1
poison.
Gnar.
Plus the poison.
Why are we playing through, like, Maokai? Orn, I'm confused.
That entire fight confused me.
Okay.
Ah, here comes Yorn again.
Okay. They're gonna be surprised by Gnar. This is a huge ult. Ooh, they combined the Jarvan wall and the Gnar ultimate. That was huge. That was a 4-man stun.
Those are the wet dream gnarls, the combos. All you needed was a galley ult on top of it, make it extra spicy.
You throwing the Kiana ultimate around the Jarvan.
I don't know. I feel like PF Chang's, they have they fight overall pretty well, but their objective setup it's pretty bad. Like they don't set up pretty well. Like They suffer a little bit in lane,
Yeah.
but they fight well together.
I think that's the difference between being a bunch of solo queue players and playing like comp league. Is like, you can learn how to team fight in solo queue, no problem. But learning how to set up for objectives and stuff, I don't know these players, so I don't know how long they've been playing comp, but a lot of times people new to comp don't know how to do that, so they will end up winning team fights just with their hands, but not being in the correct positions for objectives and being in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, one thing
Yeah.
that I also wanted to highlight is like Conduit Fever is a really good individual team. Like they get leads like on their solo lanes, on their 2v2s. Their jungler is always trying to make plays and trying to like get their leads on their carries. But and they also set up pretty well for objectives. But when they are ahead, like the last fight we saw, like 6k, 8k, they tend to throw a lot. And they die and they lose Baron, and they die and they lose fights again. And they keep giving the other team ways to come back in the game.
Oh my gosh.
So it's something that they need to really tone down because one of these days they will troll on this mid late game, and then they're gonna lose the series. Because I feel like if PF Chang's was just a little better, they could have taken the series.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be a common theme, like even for the seed one teams. That's why we're in the rank we're in, is because we do things like that. We overstay, we go for things we probably shouldn't. We say YOLO and go for
Oh
stuff that
my
we
god.
we don't
Fun.
need to. Like this is the way it's the way we
Kai'Sa gets
play.
baited, and Nara decides to walk through tower instead of trying to get one more kill. Alright.
Nice.
How do you feel about the Kai'Sa play, Loki? I know it's your favorite.
Mm. Very questionable. Overstayed a little bit there, but
That's my boy Kiora right there. You got to put some respect on Kiora's name.
I mean, you know what? I respect them just because they play Kai'Sa, so yeah, I just think this is just like a
These Nautilus
but
hooks. Ipsy just he don't miss.
Ips is doing some crazy work. I feel like he's one of the top supports in the league.
Yeah, I imagine Fever will find themselves in a good spot for playoffs. Like their roster is just too solid to not. But it's like you said, if they troll too much, if they throw too much, they will find themselves losing some games that were otherwise just totally theirs. But the roster is just too good to not.
Oh no, for sure.
Oh
I
Wait, did
I
the
agree.
my.
Malkyle? Is it
oh
the
my,
Malkyle stole that Baron?
That's what I was gonna. I
The
was waiting for
the
that.
burn?
I
The
solo
burn?
kill.
I
Because
was,
I
dude. I went over this replay like 5 times to actually see what is the life of the Baron. It was like 15 when the
did
Malka.
Maokai have demonic? I can't see the items, but did Maokai
Oh,
build demonic? Is it the demonic diff? Is that what
I
is
don't
that
know
what
if
took it?
Demonic can finish stuff, because I know jungle
no, no,
items
no.
can't.
He has Jack Show. No, he's full
Oh,
tank.
so it was just the ult. The
Just
ult
the
All
ult.
damage
right,
stole it. Oh
I
man.
take I take it back. No, Kai'Sa actually did amazing here. What was her scoreline when she ended?
Um, I don't know.
Wait, what was
I was
what?
hoping you'd know.
How would I
The
know?
Orin, Fiora top, and Fiora's fighting in the biggest wave ever. Okay.
Because we got Maokai on the way. We can fight with half a health bar. Don't you worry about it. Poor Stubby. It actually worked.
Now this game, I'm gonna spoil a little bit, but I like this game from Espada. Not like obviously
I
X1B9,
think,
but solid enough, a good Fiora.
yeah, I mean, if they give you a blue side counter pick, I would hope you do something with it. And Fiora into Ornn is definitely a favorable matchup.
My boy Kyora's got to stop walking up to these bushes, though.
I don't know,
That's what your
man.
Alistar's for.
I feel like Kiora is like he likes face checking stuff.
Oh, he definitely does.
It's on his DNA. He sees a bush. Oh, I gotta go check it. Surprise.
He's good, but he definitely doesn't input all the information 100% of the time when he goes for things. But sometimes it works. Like sometimes him doing that is what he needs to get that extra kill, get that extra gold for himself, and set himself up. And then there's times where he walks up into the Maokai and just dies in lane.
Dude, what is this Fiora play? This is overgreeding. Wait, why would you ever buy Ravenous first against Soren? I'm confused.
Or Stubby, man.
I'm very confused. Let's put that.
We tried to. Oh, that's just gonna. I don't think it's gonna work. I need to figure out a better way to do this later on.
Oof.
Poor Kiora.
Yeah.
Even with the ult and kiting, it's just not enough.
I mean, look at this comp, dude. Like, they have.
On what side?
They have pretty annoying CC to deal with. Kaisa. Point click CC.
Yeah,
that's one of the things Kaisa struggles with is high CC teams.
Yeah, and the range too. Like Kaisa
Yeah,
cannot
it's
play the
like-
game against Vex while Vex has her
No.
fear ready. Like there's just no way to do anything. So I do like the Lux pick a bit from Chinese Spy to try and give some range to their team, but
Yeah, this is a 4 melee comp. It's really hard to play those unless you get ahead.
into Maokai, Vex, Nautilus, there's just there's just too much CC.
You are massively outranged on the red side, but they got the gold lead. Or I don't know, they have the fights, I would say. They
And
don't have the gold lead.
in this game, like, BF Chang's played actually pretty well the early to mid game. I think actually overall I think even the late game they were playing pretty well. I think it was just like some details that changed their fate.
No, the Vex ult. Yeah, and it looks like it's what we were talking about, how they don't set up for objectives well. And sometimes that's the difference between winning and losing a fight. Even
Dude,
if you
this
have a
is,
gold
like,
lead.
stopped way too much. What the
She was trying. She was trying.
This is
Chinese
the
Spy
fate.
got those happy feet.
Alright,
He was going.
This is the Fiora spike of Divine Sunder. I wonder if she can do something here.
Shut
No,
down.
absolutely nothing.
Imagine playing Fiora.
Oh boy. Dude, this poor guy.
They sent the
Oh
whole
my
squad.
gosh.
He really is getting got.
I like the Kaisa ult though.
Yeah, like I saw what was her style. Okay, they're doing the same play in Divide that happened to Fiora. You just throw everything at one
Shut
person.
down.
I think it's shocking they kill Vi at 26 minutes and there's 3 people bot and they didn't
And they
walk
don't go
immediately to
Baron.
Baron.
Yep.
They're just pushing
Yeah.
for inhib instead. Are they trying to end instead of just getting Baron?
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, at the 25-minute mark, you either like end the game or the other team can scale, but at this point they're not scaling, so
Holy shit.
Yeah, he got.
They love tower diving on this top
Oh
side
my
of the
God.
map.
I mean the Lux ults are kinda like on point here.
And her CD is also pretty short.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Outside BDC, she is one of my most played champs.
Said they let Fever go for Baron, but finally
Oh
Fiora
my
can
God.
split.
split pushing Fiora, no way.
Oh my god, why am I died, Baron?
Oh my god, that would make me so sad.
Holy shit, look at her health.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, no. Are you fucking...
That's so unfortunate. No.
If I couldn't control herself and walk away from Baron for 10 seconds so Lux could tank.
Oh no.
This is a whack fight.
Split pushing Fiora definitely sounds familiar to me,
Yeah,
but in a different
split
game.
pushing Fiora's getting third in hip here.
I was gonna say this is an interesting call from Fever to try and go for a dragon that's not Soul or Elder when you have Baron against a split pusher. Like that just
I mean,
it seems
the
like the
thing
best
is,
opportunity to give Fiora free
they
time to
beat
push.
Fiora with 2 people. They just won't send 2 people to Fiora.
Yeah.
Like, look at
Okay,
this. What does Fiora do?
Jeez.
Oh, she ran it down. That's what she did.
I mean.
Not secured Baron at 82 health. What a god.
So here's the thing. They got. I don't know. I'll just leave it go because this irritates me a little bit.
Oh my
I don't
gosh. Kaisen
know.
takes a dragon. Alright, let's go.
And that's Ocean
Kaisa
Soul. I think.
secured Ocean Soul while they're getting
Right.
Baron. They didn't think this through.
And then the Kiora flank, the flank
Yeah.
master.
There's nothing better than
I don't
flanking
know,
Kaisa, right,
man.
Loki?
I
Yeah,
think
Why
it,
not? Just built different. I mean, you gotta.
you know what's
accept that.
Holy
worse?
shit.
Did you
It
see?
actually worked here.
Yeah,
Did you see
it
that?
can work.
Did you see that Zeri actually E'd in front of Alistar into his
No, I
Q?
missed that.
Into his knockup? I don't
The
know,
Ocean
man.
Soul
I
is
expect
putting in
Kaisa to
so
kill
much
someone.
work
Insane.
though.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Look how much the Ocean Soul is healing. That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
literally Ocean Soul gap.
Yeah, but I feel like they didn't really have to fight there. Like they didn't have to do
they
the
didn't.
4v4. Just reset, get your gold.
That all started with Alistair walking the wrong way and like walking past 4 of them, and Alistair ended up not dying somehow.
Because
Yeah.
they had Baron with 4 people and they had Fiora with TP that could, split push again, put more pressure. So I don't know, man. I feel like I
There's some questionable macro from both those teams
Yeah.
that game for sure.
but I feel like Fever is not undefeatable team. There's definitely
No, but
Wait.
they definitely have the potential to go pretty far in playoffs if they start making good decisions. Like their players are good enough to
Oh, I
make it
agree.
happen.
I agree. I just think like on the group 2 that has TSA and our sister team ETS, I think there's potential for them to, make an upset. At least for these 2 teams. Just saying, just gonna say this out there. So I think there's potential there
Wow.
for an upset.
Cam really is putting his neck on the line saying he thinks there might be potential.
Exactly. Just might. Now, now we're gonna see. Actually, I'm surprised with TSA. I think
You
there was.
are? I actually thought they were like a sleeper team.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I felt like
But
they were a
also, this
Mimi
is
team.
against the forfeited vampire squids, so we can give them credit, but only so much.
Well, honestly, I was gonna say like I kind of liked also how VVS played. I don't think they were like bad. I think they had a lot of.
You don't think they were bad? Just
They
kind of bad.
Just
no
bad.
no no. They well
just one bad.
they played pretty okay. I think considering they were facing TSA, which should be it's right now a playoff team, right?
Yeah, dude, I
So,
don't know.
I don't
how
know why
feel
they
about
FF.
Rumble with Ignite.
Because the whole thing is like
At least it's blue side rumble and not red side rumble where he gets ganked from every direction possible.
true.
Yeah.
Oh.
However, dude, is this an old draft?
No, this is the wrong draft.
No. Yeah, the draft looks wrong.
What's his game?
I don't know what they're doing. to let Rumble get a kill like that.
Right here. This is the right draft.
Wait, B2 Vayne? That's crazy.
What? I mean, I guess they picked Zeri, so.
I'm more interested in how Jarvan got through to B4 when there's Milio, Vayne, and Victor and Rumble for Jarvan to ult.
Yeah.
He was neither picked or banned. Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
No, he was picked.
I
Well,
mean,
like
late.
the first rotation,
Yeah, it was
they
late.
didn't. Yeah,
You know, they banned Fido, but they didn't ban Jarvan. I don't know. That's
like they picked Zach, which is kind of like wants to do similar things to Jarvan, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think Jarvan would have made more sense here because you have double AD bot lane.
Yeah, and you would have seen Milio, Vayne, Victor, like 3 perfect champions for Jarvan to jump on.
Yeah, I don't get behind this R3 Zach.
Unless the Zach's
They
just
had
like
a
a
plan.
crazy
mean,
flex.
they're making a lot of they're making a lot of picks, and Jarvan dieting quite a lot. So I guess their idea kind of worked,
Dude,
but I also disagree with leaving Jarvan open.
I'm also interested by the Zeri Senna lane. It doesn't really seem like a lane you would see too often.
No,
I've
I
never
don't think
seen
it
this,
works well
and I don't get the
together.
synergy.
No, I don't think that they work well together.
I mean,
From
they
an
both have
ADC
range. Ass like
standpoint,
it.
I guess.
But the other thing is, Vivia started super well this game. Like they were ahead, and they were
And then they
slowly,
gave Vayne 4 kills.
yeah,
So the game is over.
slowly losing the game with like unofficial quadra kill.
Yeah, Vayne just shouldn't get kills. That's just GG.
But
Not
that's
until next
why.
patch.
Wait, what's
I
happening?
don't want to talk about next patch. I'm so upset right now.
Is she getting
Why are
buffed?
you
Like,
upset
so
about next
sad.
patch?
Because,
They're
like,
buffing your role.
I know, but, like, I don't like
And it's already
change.
strong.
Wait, I thought they were nerfing AD carries.
No, it's
No.
another buff.
Like, they're just
They
making,
really
like
like
different
buffing
effects.
ADCs.
I
Right.
mean, it's Freak, right? Freak is in Riot, so he's like,
And yeah, he's not making the changes, but he's making the changes.
exactly.
Do you feel?
Yeah.
And he's an AD carry main.
Exactly.
He's already removing Prowler's Claw, so no more Assassin's mid.
Well, it's still there. It's just not what it is now. It's kind of bad now.
Yeah, it's not there. It's just disabled.
It's just like waste your 3k gold here on this item.
Yeah.
I thought they just let Vayne run through this fight, and then they finally
Yeah,
Malphite
they
ult
aren't
with
focusing
no
there.
one else.
They have the potential to Malphite Annie Vayne every fight, and they're not doing it.
Malphite, Annie, Zach, and they're just letting Vayne run through their team.
And
It's
literally,
kind of
Zeri, Senna have enough range where they can kill
ooh,
Vayne
Zach
after
with
the
a little bit
engage
of
too.
steal.
I think the Malphite's ult was like pretty bad almost all the time. I don't think he got a single ult into Vayne or
Really?
something.
But Malphite ult's so easy to land.
I think a lot of people just they don't look at where their team is when they're playing like Malphite or Jarvan. They just see an
Yeah.
angle and go for it without
Yeah,
anyone
like
available
that
to
one,
follow up.
where his entire team can't go past the Jarvan Cataclysm wall, and he just ults Vayne
Yeah.
and dies.
Yeah, something like that.
And now Vayne's
I would
running
want
everyone
out of that
down.
game right now.
Yep, Vayne Quadra, that's game. It's
Yeah.
over.
This is her
Just
second
heads up.
quadra.
Go next. Go next, please.
He tried it out again.
Oh, and then Annie's trying to play the game versus Victor, but
Oh
Yeah.
my god, Malphite just single ulted Jarvan,
I mean,
and they expect to win the fight after?
mistakes.
Dude,
Mistakes for
Vayne's
me.
literally going in 1v4 and winning.
They don't have damage to
Look at
outlast.
this!
He's like fat as hell right now.
Dude, she's literally ghosting and killing their entire
Vayne
team.
goes splash to just run into Senna's Shroud and just oh my goodness.
I mean, the fact that they
Doesn't
paired,
matter.
the fact that they paired like Milio and Vayne together was, that bot lane was over.
No.
And she's stronger
Yeah.
early game too, so
The fact they gave Vayne 4 kills at like 15 minutes is what made the game over.
I mean,
that's
yes.
true. That's true as well.
I
Let's
don't know
face
about
check this
the
push.
Senna
Let's
Zeri
go.
lane. Like in theory, the Senna Zeri lane outranges, but it's
Okay, Heck really wanted to die.
Oh yeah, I think people maybe so this is the reason why I think TSA's it's coming in pretty strong team now. I think Shuizi
To the Darius pick?
no, I think Shuizi is becoming like one of the top 80 carries. So I'm giving him like that tag right now. So
Okay, I guess our own ADC is not a top ADC anymore.
well,
Okay,
I'm not gonna be biased and just say out names out loud like that, but I'm just mentioning all the other teams. Okay, so
Emilio,
Shuiz is coming in hot after
I
this
got
week.
you.
I also like how the vampires B1 Vayne to take it away from him.
Dude, it doesn't matter if you beat one
It's-
Vayne. Just fucking ban it if you really hate it. Or just pick stuff that beats Vayne, which isn't hard. You just need a poke lane. If you're telling me that like the other side can't play like Varus Karma, I would be shocked.
Victor is a pretty good pick also into Vayne.
Yeah, Victor has
He can
a
one
slight
shot
range
you.
advantage and can straight burster too.
It's a problem if shit has like 4 items and you have 2, but outside that, it should be okay.
that was definitely one of the Shenalts of all time.
Wait, there was a Chenault there? I couldn't tell.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I don't know. I don't think I saw anything out of this Shen.
I saw that ult after everyone was dead.
I mean,
Okay,
And
Darius
then-
1v2, let's go.
Oh,
This is
There's-
his
Oh,
comfort
no.
zone,
Let's go,
boys. I
Darius.
don't know why you picked this
that
one.
is so.
No GA on
upsetting.
Jarvan.
And they're extending the fight, getting like full
Let's
stacks.
Yep.
Dude, I called this shit. I've never seen this clip before.
Oh, God.
That's unfortunate.
here's Vayne. Let's see Vayne. Yep.
Dude, this is his comfort zone. 1v4? No. Darius like smaller fights.
Like one thing that I didn't like that VVS did this game was they started focusing the Darius
Oh my-
on the side lanes and they started giving up all the objectives. They gave like 2 Barons, a Drake.
I
That's why
mean,
split push works, because like some teams just their brains turn off when someone's split pushing. They see someone in the side lane past the
mean-
river, and all 5 of them just go, "We have to kill him. It's the only way."
To be honest with you though, they don't have a single champ that can match a Darius.
I mean, I don't think you need to
No.
match him. You try to do the because the thing is you put Shen just to like kill the waves or something, so Darius shouldn't like
I
dive
mean,
him
yeah, Shen
easily.
can
Yeah.
stabilize, but
Because
he
he'll
can't. He's gonna slowly bleed the turrets.
no, true.
basically.
But what you have to do is you put the Shen there slowly. You try to contest whatever objective they're doing, and then Shen leaves the lane, ult somebody. You take the 5v4, win the thing, get the objective, and then you go 5-man Darius instead of 5-man Darius first and losing the objective. At least,
Well, it depends on the
thinking.
timing, but yeah.
but yeah, this game
Oh,
Vayne
This
would
was
be.
just sad.
unfortunate.
But yeah, man, that's
And he gets solo killed by Milio. Jeez.
No, you're OP.
The soccer ball.
okay, now wait, who's
We got to give
next?
TSA props for the logo, though.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's too ugly for the graphic I prepared.
Alright, so the next one
Oh.
is our
the
boys.
match from hell.
What do you mean, hell?
Oh gosh.
Dude, poor ETS had ESUB, so they missed their first 3 bans.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they
So-
lost the first 3 bans for both games. I don't know. I feel like Well, looking at the games, it's definitely winnable, but I don't know,
This is
man.
a oh. I like the attempt.
I
It's
don't
a
know.
good time waster.
Oof.
Why is he walking back in like this? That's so silly.
Asserting dominance.
Oh, he's lucky he went 1-for-1. I don't know what Orin's doing here.
Trying to assert dominance.
But I don't know, man. I feel like, dude, this game, like, they were just fighting. I don't think like they were like doing stuff.
They were just fighting.
Like, I don't know. It felt so weird. The fights that they took, the decisions that they made
Dude,
as a team.
yeah.
I don't know. It felt awkward. I thought like someone probably would have
Oof.
rise to be like the leader of the team. It kind of, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there in comp, so I can't really talk much. But it kind of fell through without
I mean,
the jungler and
from everything I've
an AD
heard,
carry.
Tortuga has been leading the calls, so having E sub jungle is painful.
And honestly, I was
Yeah.
expecting more from Gideon. No cap. Not to flame him or anything, but I feel like he struggled a little bit, which pains my heart.
I
But
honestly, if you play Camille and Dorn and you, I don't know his room pages, but if you don't take biscuits or you don't take bloodline, it can be problematic. And because he went grasp, his options are biscuits or bloodline for secondary. So I'm not surprised that he's kind of getting outpoked in lane.
and then I don't know. I feel like there were moments where they played well the fights, or they made good decisions, but there were moments that were just like off base. Like the first 15, 18 minutes, I think they were very you know
Like, why is Swain walking up here?
exactly things like that.
What is this? What?
Mm. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Everyone always underestimates what Ornn can do just by turning and pressing W and
I,
smacking you once.
Exactly.
I agree with you. However, comma, Ezreal had it. Ezreal's the carry.
I mean, Ezra was there, so he was definitely dad. You didn't have to like give a cue for it to him.
Oh, that bowling ball landed.
Oh, the other thing that I wanted to say, like, I feel like they should have recognized this a lot sooner and put the Camille to side with Yone because he was just trashing the Yone.
I
And
mean,
the
Yone. I think Camille's just good this game.
yeah, but
There's no champ that can match her inside, so
well,
just put her inside.
yeah, but the thing is, Swain can't match the Yone.
Exactly.
No,
You
he
don't
can't.
need Swain to match Yone.
Yeah, but that's what they're doing. That's what I'm saying. Like Camille should always be siding against Yone, and Swain should
And
always be
also,
looking
Swain
into
beats the fuck
Ornn.
out of Ornn inside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or he should be with Ornn because as you can see here on this team fight, they were actually doing pretty okay once they have dealt with the Yone, but they kept sending for some reason the Swain to face Yone, which I don't like why they made that decision, and I think they lost
I
because of that.
mean, I will defend in the sense that if you have Baron coming up, for example, and the person who has teleport happens to be a Swain, I think you do it anyways.
I don't think so because
You
he's
just
just
have to
gonna
play really
die.
safe.
I don't
You
know.
play on the other side of the screen.
you play you play in tier
Yeah,
3?
you wait for him to shove the entire wave, and then you go up to the wave.
Oh, why did you go in?
That was unfortunate.
Oh,
Uh,
But
I'm getting league sickness. What was that? Oh, that fucking hook. What is that? Oh my god, this Lilia ult. Okay, why is Swain dying for this?
I'm so confused.
I don't know
He
because
has to call Worth. And then Ezreal died after. Yeah, no.
I don't know why he
These,
walked back.
I'm gonna have to coach Gideon. These E's are not how you escape on Camille.
I don't know. He like he
He's
walked back.
shortcasting E.
He
Like,
he
he
also
did it
walked
twice in
back.
a row.
I don't know why he walked back one. Like maybe he could have lived there, but
Yeah.
because that's good. Like if you draw two people on you and your team wins on the other side, you don't need to die for it. You absorb the pressure and you win it. But
This fight's lost. You just walk away from this.
Freaking Lux.
but yeah, a lot of fights on these. Like these both teams like really love to fight. And props to Cryosthesia. I think Cryo was the best player on the series by far. Like the amount of work he put on. I mean, Days was great, but I think like Cryo was just better.
Yeah, I mean, this Yone is looking pretty good, especially since, like you said, they weren't sending Camille to match him, so he's able to just go off in the side lanes whenever he
This game's
wants.
kind of unplayable unless Camille matches Yone, because Yone doesn't have an escape button, and Camille can just dodge his ult, so she never dies.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
unfortunate
cannonball.
Lilia.
Lilia Gaming, that's for sure.
Do you know what I don't get? Why did they prioritize Ezreal first? He's like not a contested pick.
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't have anything that they'd rather be one, which is weird.
Oh, the Yone Swain special.
Let's go. That's fine.
Oh yeah, so dude, I was so like, why this happened? Because all your damage is on Lilia, a bit on Camille,
Well,
on
like
and on Goose,
the
Goose
biggest
and
teamfight damage
Ezreal.
is Lilia Swain.
But Ezreal was just low. Swain was not even there. He died before Swain CP.
Yeah.
Rough.
If you don't use your comp strengths, this is what it usually looks like.
But I think CDU put up on a very solid performance overall. Um, some little mistakes that they need to clean up because they gave a lot of chance for ETS to come back, even being like with two subs. So they
Yeah.
definitely need to bring their game up if they want to be a
Oh,
playoff
the
team.
early flash on Ornn are.
This game I think was actually a lot better for them and a lot worse for us as a team. I think they were more synchronized with their calls and
Okay.
decisions.
I respect the Aurelia. That was actually really solid. I'm surprised they didn't kill Jarvan there. I don't know why Ornn walked up for this. You
I
just
don't
farm
know.
under tower and
We don't win
concede.
that.
That's really silly. Oh my god. Tark broke the lowest sleep, and Silas almost walked out. I mean, Jarvan.
But yeah, the three bands definitely. Ooh, Oh, one thing I want to say is I wasn't too impressive with Coconut's Zaya, to be honest. I think his Ezreal was quite
I don't
okay,
think.
but his Zaya
I
was
just don't have
lacking a little bit.
impressions. Zaya's his go-to ADC.
I mean, she's a strong pick, but definitely need to work
Oh
a
my
bit
god,
more
he
there.
took like 2 tower shots because he was in tower range and he tried to pull Ornn away. Don't tell me Ornn walks back into this. Oh, what is that recall?
No, he's pulled back.
That's so silly.
It's unfortunate.
Probably could have walked away from the Mord E2 instead of trying to throw a Q back, but
Okay. That was not a bad play.
I don't know. I feel like once
Yeah,
Silas.
Okay, I've seen this. This is one of the worst Aurelia clips I've ever seen.
Oh
I was
my
gonna say
God.
once Silas is dead ahead, I think he had a row advantage.
Like,
Before board.
Silas is under double towers. You just slow him, stun him, and flash away. I don't know why he queued directly into Silas.
Or yeah, just ult him and walk away. But I don't know. I
Your
feel like
your E has no animation, so you can stun him while walking away. Instead, he queues directly on top of Silas, so he can't miss E2.
yeah, and I don't know. I think like he was also getting out traded a lot in lane. I mean, Silas was already pretty ahead, but I don't know. I think at that point
So
he would just need to try to survive.
Zaya should have killed
Ooh.
Silas here because the pull through should be lethal, but he stood still auto attacking instead of repositioning.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the feathers
there
wasn't
was like
Yeah.
repositioned.
8 feathers down lane.
Yeah, I was just
Pulled
like,
he
at
pulled like
least
one through.
a million feathers, and he made sure to miss all of them.
Let's go.
But yeah, dude, the Cryo was mega fed in this game. Like this style is
Yeah.
like, shit.
Cryo, like you said, had himself a great series looking at it.
Dude,
I think Cryo
what
is the
was
man on
that?
this
He took
team.
Xyle and he didn't use it.
I mean, like Daze is being like a big motor for the team, like getting ganks and advantage on the lanes. But I feel like Cryo is their win con. If they can get Cryo on a comfort pick and ahead, they can go far.
It especially looks like that since they just draft Seraphine every game. Like, is their bot laner, does
Yeah.
he just not play ADCs? Like, is this just a Seraphine Veigar bot laner?
Oh, dude. Cryo states he didn't have Xyle. He killed Xayah with Mortal, and that's why.
Oh, okay.
So that shit's confusing as fuck. Now that you mention it, because the icon for Silas looks the same when you're playing.
Yep.
Oh, he's right. He ulted Zaya.
Yeah.
That's why he had
In the header stats, yeah. That's
the icon there. Yeah,
I
dude.
don't think you can fight this anymore.
No.
But look
Oh,
at these 20, like 34 kills in 23 minutes. What a butt.
yeah, this is
It's
literally
it's a
like they're fighting
bloodbath.
at every opportunity. The amount of clips for this is kind of
Crazy, yeah.
ridiculous.
Look, I don't know what Gideon's doing there. Like he's 3 levels behind, trying to hold the top tier 1 top.
I mean, Silas honestly is just kind of a turbo pick into Mord.
And he's fat, so he's even better.
Yeah. Usually Mord can't do enough damage to Silas to kill him before,
Dude, that
you
Q
know.
popped him.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Dude, that's a nice combo. Seraphine with Ornn as well.
Yeah, I like the Surf and Ornn combo.
I mean, Seraphine pairs like well with a lot of champions.
She does, but I think it's so normally all the wave ultimates are support, but Ornn's like one of the few wave ultimates that's not in support.
Dude, with this result, they ended up being third on the group, and Cape Dogs was the uh, tier one. It
Yeah.
I want to see how Cape Dogs is gonna do because they actually have a pretty strong team, and we'll talk a little bit more about it later. But they may I don't know. I think they were gonna struggle a little bit, but I do have faith in Cryo and his men. Um, so the next Oh, so the next team,
it's our
that's
time to shine.
exactly.
Oof.
Oof, oof.
All right, Loki. The question is, did I play Fiora this week?
No.
Dude, why are you spoiling
I
the
do
answer?
not.
Wait a second.
Well, why do I even have to answer that?
The answer is
Actually,
no because
I would
Fiora
be
got banned
honest.
every game.
I would, to be honest, I would be surprised if they let that through again. If they do their trolling.
I think they banned the first round, right? Yeah, they banned on first
Yeah,
round.
I think they banned it first round both games.
Dude, I didn't want to gank. To be fair,
Dude, okay, I think that Sedge gank works, but he has to be level 6,
you.
and he's not level 6.
Yeah.
No, so here's the thing. She is getting low. I'm pushing the wave. It's just dive. You don't need to, you know, try to force the flash there. Just wait. And this is just beaming Oj. I should have bolted before.
Okay, the moment you hear Cledel, you just leave lane.
No,
That's
no,
my
yeah,
golden rule.
yeah. But the thing is, I'm old. My reaction's low, dude. I saw him coming, and I was like, shit.
Amateur esports speaks. He is old.
Dude, I'm from '94, so I can't do like, oh
I've
shit.
never played this matchup in my life, and it shows.
But yeah, that Seraphine pick was huge.
Dude, this clip, I think, is one of the most nuts team fights out of our 2 games this week.
Dude, my flash there was also terrible. Dude, I
Yeah,
played
you
Zed.
panic flashed and
I
missed the wall.
played Zed support because Seraphine was taking all the kills. She was a true carry.
Yeah, Seraphine's a true carry of this comp.
But I think Zork. I mean, I'm gonna throw a little bit later on, but I think Zork played really well on his pad.
I think he can play Cled. That's about all I can say.
What was the second? I don't remember what was the second.
The second game, he picked something terrible into Aurelia, in my opinion. That's set.
Oh yeah, the set.
He was a non-factor the entire game. His build was straight ass too.
Dude, I chose so hard here. So
Let me see
sad.
if I can pull up the build. Oh yeah, when I say, oh my mid's dying, let me just go to this, and then I accidentally power dove.
And you did even worse. You did even worse.
Yeah,
You're like,
I gotta make up for your sins, and then
let's feed
my
together.
My Q to minion to disengage got cancelled by Cled pull, so
Oh
Just bad.
man.
True teamwork. Let's feed together.
Let's feed together.
okay.
Best
The
strat
only
ever.
bad plays are the plays you don't int together, okay?
But overall, you know, pretty okay. This series. I'm kind of feel bad for GGH because I guess I shouldn't say feel bad for them, but you know, I think they definitely have potential to be better than what they ended up with that comp ruling. So kind of rough on them, but at the same time, I don't know how much they would be able to make with without RuPaul, right? So I guess we'll never know. But I kind of feel like it's kind of over for them going 06.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, starting
I
with
mean,
the
for
03,
sure.
06 is rough because you basically, like you said before, have to 2-0 all three to
Exactly.
even like have a
To have a
chance.
chance, to have like a slight chance. That's bad. Oh, I don't know if you saw, but they just added, or today they added Batman on the roster. So I think they're
Who?
gonna
Oh
Batman.
yeah, Batman.
So they're gonna look as a good team. So I wonder if they can pull
I
off.
mean, the thing is they have to 3-0,
Yes.
and because they got put in fourth from the comp ruling, they're probably not gonna. They're gonna be against the first seed and the second seed,
Yeah.
which is probably around where they're at in terms of skill. And it's really hard to 2-0 everyone in your group.
That's gonna be hard, but I'm interested to see like how well they're gonna do it.
Anyways, I want to take the time to say this set build, this game was Gore Drinker, Titanic. I think third hand was gonna be Sturks, and it's no longer a build on set, by the way. Just thought everyone should know.
He should have. I think he should have done the bork, right? First item.
I'm not telling everyone how you
I
should
don't.
build
I don't
set.
know.
They're gonna have to figure it out.
I mean, sure. That's what I just think. I don't know what kind of mythic they would go though, but definitely should have a
I
bork
think
there.
the best mythic on set is Moonstone, guys. Alright? I just want everyone to know that. If you play set into me, please buy Moonstone.
Moon stuff. Dude, girl power. That's all I'm gonna say. Girl fucking power.
Prowler for the insect.
No, girl power.
Oh, girl power.
Yeah, dude. Seraphine forever, dude.
Dude, a relic Q slightly puts you behind your target, so then I got insect here, and that was so painful.
Dude, did Kyle survive? Holy crap, he did survive.
I think he survives.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Yeah,
Kyle
he's just
was.
better than other jungles. I always wanted to let people know that now is his platform.
Kyle is just like diffing everybody in the jungle. Like,
Those Jarvan shield buffs came in big clutch right there for him.
Yeah, for sure.
is it?
I
Oh,
can't believe Set has ult and he doesn't try to get out of the Cataclysm.
He kind of did. He just went into the wall. Like,
I think he thought he was playing Cassante for a second. Dude, this Zerana play is so nuts.
the Janissac, let's go.
dude.
Someone needs to take
Oh.
Aurelia away from you.
Dude, they banned 3 champs against me, it's serious. In both games, they banned 3 of my champs. So, they're gonna have to dive deeper if they want to do something to me.
I mean, they only have 5 bans, dude.
I mean,
what else?
apparently 3's not enough.
What else do you want them to do?
I mean, remember when they
Request
did
Riot?
5 bans in
No,
our playoffs?
Request
It was-
request Riot. Hey, can I have a 10 bans for this guy?
Yeah. Do you remember in playoffs they banned every like ADC and
Oh,
support
for
player
Zach.
we've ever picked, and then they just sticked on them by themselves, bottling with like Veigar Seraphine.
Oh, I remember that.
That shit was so funny. I just want to say I did not make this call. I did make this call.
That's a rough one.
Oh, poor Dark. Riding to Oriana. I mean, at least. Oh, dude, this is where I died. I'm so sad. My perfect game.
It's not every day that Cam has perfect games.
Not ever. I'm surprised I don't have many more deaths this season.
Dude, my first game I inted because I died more than 2 times. 2 times is my average.
Oh,
I wish 2 times was my average. Wait. Oh no, this is game one. Okay, my bad. For
Yeah,
some
that
reason I thought it was
was-
another game. Maybe I was dreaming.
No, we already finished game 2, Cam. That was it.
I'm sorry, I'm dreaming. Oh, so. Alright, so actually, since we got M here, the next game is yours.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
this is your platform to roast your team professionally.
Oh, God.
To be fair,
You played against TD Kaizen, so
yes.
they didn't go 0-2 for
Oh.
the first time ever.
Honestly, I think honestly both teams showed a lot of good things, but I'm kind of disappointed a little bit in Ziggy because he came here on the first episode of the
Mhm.
podcast, and ever since he came here, I feel like he's struggling a little bit. So I don't want to roast him too much, but I feel
Yeah,
like
we need him to come back one day, so
oh yeah, if he comes back, I have a clip here that I want to show him because it's just quite hilarious.
wait.
Oh, it's this one.
Holy
It's this
shit,
one.
Orn got his fucking E cancelled.
Yep.
Oh.
This is the clip.
I think this
Okay.
is the
I like this.
first.
Oh wait, no, he has no ult.
He
I
doesn't
hate
have ult,
this.
dude.
Wait, that made me flash. Oh.
The fingers knew what to do. The game wasn't keeping up with him. That's what
Exactly.
happened there.
Wait, why is Orin committing to a 1v1 into Gwen? What? And he Oh no. No, what was that ult? Oh, how does he get away? Okay, he doesn't get away, but still.
And this was the first week after we just switched up the entire roster. Like they all changed places.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna mention that I think it actually worked pretty well because I feel like so last week Vishwa he was in mid, and
Mhm.
him and Downfall they were playing pretty well like the mid jungle duo and focusing a lot on me unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think he played pretty well. Ezia was also pretty solid throughout the series. It's just I feel like we're just minor, execution stuff for both teams. But outside that,
Yeah.
you guys came up with a solid plan, I think, and played your strengths. So that's really good to see. You know,
I mean, like we got them a
Yeah,
coach that has done like wonders with this team, and has like totally like built them from like the ground up. So the
yeah, the
role
coach did a
swap
great
really
job
helped.
letting them get Jinx red side.
Yeah. Like actually, this roster change happened after a scrim that like was just randomly put together, and it just kind of like once the coach watched it, he was like, we're gonna switch lanes."
it's rough to change
It's
lanes.
a hard call to make,
Yeah,
actually.
Well, just a week before this, we replaced the top laner, the mid laner, and the AD carry. So it was a rough match. It was a rough time.
yeah,
I
and
think it's more crazy that all your players can play different positions like that. That you can just literally go, "All right, everyone change places," and play
yeah,
musical chairs with positions. That's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, the support was that was Isaiah. Actually played mid the most, but we needed a support, so
Oh, okay.
that's why he went back to mid. He was just a fill-in. He was in an off role, so. And Vishwa was mid and didn't want to play mid. He wanted to play in carry, so.
Oh, that feels so bad for Sivir right there.
Oh, yeah.
Canceled a couple autos, gets stunned by Victor, and blown up. Unlucky.
yeah. And I just feel like ADC is probably the most difficult one because it's so different from mid lane.
Yeah.
But he did pretty well both games. And I
I
think
was kind of nervous putting him in AD carry because his champ pool didn't show a whole lot, but like once you actually got him comfortable, he was like, he just took off. We're like, all right.
dude, I love this play from Spot. It was actually pretty dope.
Downfall is just like amazing.
Oh yeah,
He is a great jungler. Like, and he plays on our ZGG team, and he's done very well there as well.
He was solid last week. He was pretty good this week too. Um, so again, I feel like this team, the expectations I think is changing a lot, and I actually wanted to touch a bit afterwards when we go to the groups because coming coming towards the split, I felt like TDK and TPO they were probably one of the lowest ranked teams, but obviously we didn't have much information on the new team from
Yeah.
TPO. We played them last split, but it was a completely different roster, so it was really
Mhm.
unknown what to expect. And I feel like moving into this next group and to the rest of the series, I think the expectation of them is going to be a bit higher, considering everything that happened and also
Yeah.
this performance. I think this performance this week was actually clutch for you guys, just because
Yeah.
it gives you the confidence to continue hard and strong in the league.
Absolutely. Like, I'm super proud of them. Like they came back after like losing really hard and then just kind of turned everything around. And then losing Dog Davis was probably like one of the hardest switch ups because I don't think that Dog Davis is replaceable. So
Where did he play?
he went to New Origins to play with Mr. Sadman.
I mean, like what role?
He was ADC.
Okay. I'm vaguely familiar with him.
I think he did play
Yeah,
last split, right? Doug Davis.
Dog Davis did play this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is game two. Let me
Oh,
put the draft
okay, never
game two.
mind. Actually, wait, who was the top in that? That was Naga. Actually, Coconut was the ADC for this team. Dog Davis was the EGG.
Dude, I remember Doug Davis somewhere too.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
was on the sub roster.
yes, he
Ah,
may
gotcha.
have been, but
Dude, another game of Karen just beating Aurelia. Wait, how? No run on.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
surprised. 8-week program. I don't know what this stands for, but
yeah, I don't know, but it wasn't working.
exactly. But
Um,
Garen is being a pretty difficult matchup or proving to be a difficult champion in the league. Most Garen's
So,
players
I
are
don't
doing
know
quite
why
well.
there's so many Garen players. I don't think he's great. But I will
because
say,
because he's a
there's a
spin
couple
to win
champs he does
champ.
well into, and
Oh,
Aurelia is one of them.
Spin to win. Actually, I have never seen Narva play Aurelia before this match.
Yeah, it shows. Um,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm just
Listen,
saying.
listen, you have
Oh
to give
no.
Narva a break. He's probably the lowest ranked player.
I can
So
tell.
having a low silver and a gold team and having him perform the way he did, I gotta hand it to him because not many people can do it.
Okay.
Once like you took him off of set that he couldn't play set, he's like I was just kind of told to play set and did very hard. uh,
Yeah, I remember looking at that week one.
yeah, and it was rough, and he's like I don't play set. I'm like yeah, we're never gonna play set again. We're just not gonna talk about this game.
I mean,
So
maybe he could be the Garen player, right? Because Garen's.
no, no,
I think
no.
he's a Garen player at heart, to be honest.
I think you play her.
No, no, you know that's not true at all.
Listen, I just don't want to
Anything
talk
that's
about
easy to
magic.
execute, I don't like playing.
One thing I'm gonna say
Get bored and
is
fall asleep.
I feel like
Holy shit.
I feel like Ziggy he needs to
Oh
find a new main. I don't think that Moom is working really well for him.
I don't know
no.
why he's like sticking to Amumu so hard. There's a lot of good jungles. Amumu's like middle of the pack at best.
Well,
I
Moo did just get buffed. They basically reverted all the last nerfs they did to him the last time he
Yeah,
was
but
really
wasn't
good.
that like a max health damage on his W?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you max
Well,
W second, like his mid game's a lot better than it was.
yeah, but the problem with Amumu is like getting off the ground. It's not his mid
Yeah.
game.
I mean he's pretty good to set up AOE CC all that kind of stuff. But I feel like maybe that's not what they need right now in order for them to like develop because they coming in as the I think the only IBS team like with that tag. So I feel like they need to maybe branch out a bit more so they can try to get at least slide in a win for uh in this league, right? I think they have the I think they have the potential because they can go toe to toe with a few teams at least for some time.
Dude, the Garen
But
is smurfing.
I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
like,
I
did
mean
you
he's
see
doing
that
pretty well.
sweet Garen combo?
Oh.
Oh my god. Renato walks out of Lux Q, walks back into it.
The Lux though, the Lux is like doing a lot of work.
I mean, Lux is Lux.
Dude, honestly, I hate playing against Lux mid.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen so many Lux mids in
Dude, it's
forever.
so
Dude,
You know what?
annoying.
similarly, I
I'm
haven't
just
seen so many
happy to
Garens in forever.
Dude,
I'm just
if you
happy to
play
get her out of support.
if you play like if you play Lux well, she is annoying as hell to deal in lane.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh my god, what am I doing?
I was kind of
Oh,
confused to
Garen is
know.
8-2.
Yeah, he was kind of the only pug.
Dude, I hate
I'm
Garen too.
confused. Okay.
I'm still
I
trusted
expect
by
Garen to
him.
win this one, to be honest with you.
Uh,
Yep. Look at that. He's getting tower dove.
Garen ate like 4 tower shots there, didn't care.
oh no, there you go. Oh no.
Oh, what is this? Okay, the Renata
The-
revive. Fucking
Yep,
huge,
bail
actually.
out. Oh
Wow.
man.
I think that
shit
is like
actually
one of
worked.
the ones that she landed because there was a few that she used that was just like no.
Why is Cinder trying to recall there?
Rip.
Okay. Alright. Narva Gaming,
Oh.
let's go.
Honestly, he was
Oh no, this is the
yeah,
game that I thought about Irelia 3 items death dance. Was Narva.
Oh. Wait, what? No way. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. This is not great.
they were just a distraction.
Dude. Why is Garen ulting half health Aurelia?
Hey,
This is the thing I don't get.
it's Irelia W, man. Irelia W. Broken.
Oh my god. I really can't win that 1v1 unless you do that on Garen.
Dude, Ziggy
Well,
coming
at
in
least with Aurelia's
clutch.
build.
I mean, that was upsetting to see that the Baron was.
I mean,
Still
to be
in,
fair, he did this for every single objective.
Oh,
but
Yeah,
they
Like-
lost so much
man.
for it. Like they got the Baron, and then it was just like they couldn't do much.
Oh,
with
I
it.
didn't like this at all from TDK.
Wait, what is this
No.
path thing? They could have walked up and lost no one.
yeah.
Yep.
That's the
Okay.
beauty of going for an objective steal is the escape plan, the exit plan after you get it. Because a lot of times
I
people could just
respect the
chase you
Garen.
down.
You respect the Garen. The Garen's
Yeah,
gonna die
somehow-
in like 2 seconds.
Somehow, Narva's letting Garen win this game.
No.
I don't know.
Alright, he's going for it. He missed his E, but he's still going for
Oh
it.
my god, look at these Lux. Dude, this is disgusting.
Like they just lined up for that Luxol. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Dude, so much damage. And her ult is like 20 seconds.
Yep.
I always love seeing Jinxes get Renata ulted and just blow through their team like crazy.
Yeah.
This really is a caddy minion at this point in the game.
Oh yeah, this is the other thing that I hated about TDK. Like, what are you guys doing? Like,
I mean, this is you just walk out here and you grab mid tower. I don't know why they would
Nah.
be
they're
doing
going for
anything
the
else here.
end.
It's an end angle.
Yeah, they went for the end angle. I'm like, no, guys, that's not what you do.
I mean, if you don't get AoE CC'd,
You don't even have a
maybe.
wave anymore. Like, the one turret, okay, questionable. You guys killed two people.
Wait. Top inhib is up. They could have triple inhib them here.
Yep.
Yep, but they did
They had
not.
no inhib tower top. Mid wave was crashing on mid tower.
I mean, Garen is doing Garen
honestly, I love
things.
triple inhib. I think it's one of the best things you can do for yourself,
Yeah, it's so
especially when
hard to
you're probably
play
making
from that
mistakes like
position.
this.
Ziggy, if you're here, if you're listening, please make sure you get triple inhib the next time, okay?
Like, even if you throw, if you got triple inhib, you get to reset and try again.
Yeah, and they're stuck clearing because there's the 2 super minions per
Exactly.
lane. It's just
Imagine
so
they triple
hard.
inhib. Baron was coming up in like a minute. They get Baron for
A free
free,
Baron.
and then
Yep.
you just walk up with the Baron buff, and you just win the game.
Dude, did you realize that TPO has 30 kills in 31 minutes?
Yeah, it's the doldrums out here.
Yeah. Dude, this is one of the highest amount of kills in the game that we had so far in the league.
It was insane.
Holy crap, he one-shotted the Seaver.
Mm-hmm.
And Garen went for the Storm Razor angle. You love to see it.
Dude.
Wait.
Yeah, you know what? That was
Really
so
respect this Garen
questionable.
build.
Oh yeah,
No,
look at
no,
this, look at this, look at.
No, this is the build you do.
no.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
No minions. Just taking
Like, this
shower
Garen
shots.
build
It's
is like,
cool.
if
It's
I get
fine.
within melee range of you, you're done. You're just slowed.
Holy
You're
shit,
Stride Breaker,
dude.
Storm Razor, you're dead.
But
It's
he killed
over.
himself. Like no minions went to the base instead of getting 3 inhibitors again.
I'm pretty sure I was like, is he ending here?
Dude, they're
Like,
allergic to triple inhib.
He went for the
What?
5.
They're literally gonna get fucking seasick if they get triple inhib.
Dude, he went from the 500 Q IQ play to like a 1 IQ play.
Dude,
In
you just
matter of
almost no
seconds.
champ in the game can backdoor full health towers or half health towers.
I mean, especially when he's like full attack speed Garen, full damage.
what?
Yeah, you need like something special to
Oh
do
my
it.
gosh.
But you can backdoor inhibs pretty easy. I don't know why you
Yeah.
wouldn't backdoor both of the inhibs there.
He had blood in his eyes. He saw the Nexus. He wanted the Nexus.
Dude.
He's like, it's my time to shine.
Like,
I
you ever
I-
hear
have
LF
highlight
talk
play
about
if I
mind
take the Nexus
control?
solo.
Yeah.
No one will
You hear
credit me if I
talk about
triple
mind
inhib them
control,
solo.
but sometimes the
Oh.
objectives have mind control over people.
One thing I didn't like about Ziggy is like he's going like 10 seconds before his team is even ready for a fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing.
Yeah.
Like, this is early.
He was
Like,
very
he's already
separated
dead
from his team.
before they get to mid lane.
And
Yeah,
then
his ult wasn't even up. If his ult was up, maybe they could try for something there, but you
Holy
gotta
shit,
wait
that
for your
Jinx
ult.
rocket missed.
Yeah, it went wide.
I don't know,
Wow.
man. They played so disconnected the late game. The
I
Garen was
will
doing
say,
things on his own. Ziggy was doing things on his own.
their win con is Garen split pushing and beating Aurelion side lane the entire game because Aurelia built wrong. And they
No,
didn't do
Lord.
it. I'm being serious.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just rough to watch. But I think
It is,
I mean there are good points from both teams. But I think like there was a point where I think TDK just went, let's go solo queue and YOLO.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
I don't even know if it's solo queue. Like, getting triple inhibs in solo queue happens all the time, you know? It's just one of those things where you just have to know
they
that
were playing
you should do
blindfolded. That's
this.
what happened.
There's no Lee Sin in this game.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was
Are you saying Lee Sin doesn't transcend his own champ?
Nope.
okay. So the next game is actually also like the game. I think the game of the week from what
the
happened.
Game of the week, the match of the week.
Yeah, the one that was streamed in Titans at least. Purple Sprouts versus Dynasty Obsidian.
So I'm curious.
And
The banger.
banger after banger.
Good.
So where is
How did the series feel as a Purple Sprout enthusiast?
Well, Dynasty's basically our friend, so it was like a sister team battle, basically.
Oh, so you had info leaks on both sides, is what you're saying.
more or less.
Okay, I
Um,
respect it.
I mean, the first 2 games we took turns making Jarvan look bad, so that was
Okay.
fun.
I honestly, the worse you can make Jarvan look, so we can like pick it on red side, the better.
Dude, honestly, so Kobita said he's not a mid laner, right? Or at least he wasn't.
No, so
What is his
in our
role?
VAS team, Ivar Svar was actually our mid laner, but we played Titan with Kobita mid instead because Svar was already on Dynasty because I think him and I are both wusses washed up summoners. So
I would
uh
rather you say wussies.
wussies, yeah, there you go. But Svar kind of like retired from competitive play basically after this series. He's starting a new job and has some other stuff going on. But yeah, so we basically know all these guys on Dynasty for a long time. So this was just like a sister team kill angle going on here.
Because
I'm
I
so
am
fun.
surprised with Kobita. I think Kobita is playing mid pretty well. His Gragas is popping off.
I'm
He's just a
confused.
smart player. Like he just
Very, very
knows
good.
how to play the game. So you can put pretty much any champion he feels comfortable on, and he will understand what he needs to try to do in the situation.
Dude, I think it was the
Can
last
we
play.
talk
It
about
was just
the
great.
fact Cled got B2 picked and they waited till R5 to try to counter top?
Hey, is a sing it.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
he did
don't.
sing it.
I think we played
But
Kled
you could
mid
just
the
like
week before, so they
R4
wanted to make
singed, right?
sure. I
Wasn't
think they just
I
wanted
mean
to make
Cled mid.
sure where the Gragas and Kled were going because we did play Kled mid the previous week, and then Gragas is like a 4-way flex if your support and top can play it,
Yeah,
So
Gragas is super
I think they
strong.
just wanted to be ultimately sure of where everything was going. At least that's like my thought process on what they were up
I
to.
mean, even with that thought process, how did the best answer become Singe top into Cled? It's not actually that great. Like,
I
if you're gonna
approve.
wait that long, you better have a really good counter into Cled, and they didn't have it.
Oh, I'm up in the corner now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna try
You're
to put it here.
relegated.
Nice.
I'm putting ourselves here in the corner just so we can actually see the
Wait, what
scoreboard.
if?
Oh man, don't put me with him.
Oh my god. She's so salty about the kill statement.
I
Kale.
am. No, but once League's back up, I'll 1v1 you and show you.
Oh yeah, we tried to do a 1v1 in the
I don't
league
know that
fucking
there is a
crashed.
champion I want to play in a 1v1 less than Kale. Like, I think even 1v1ing as Yumi sounds more fun.
We're gonna do a mirror match.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Aurelia versus Aurelia, but I think that we broke the client. So
Yeah, it was.
Oh no, I want to see the
Orange
Kale
facing
versus
off in a
Kale.
1v1 was too intense for the servers.
yeah. Loki.
Wow, that thrush hook.
Top tier.
I wish I had more to say about this game, but
Yeah,
there
it
wasn't
was
really
no.
Yeah, it
many
was just like
mistakes.
once we got a foothold, they just couldn't really do anything because we were just able to kite everything they tried to do out.
Dude, this was actually I think it was pretty interesting. Flexing Yikal
Oh,
with Kobita mid top. I don't know how well it worked, but it was pretty good.
oh, dude, what is this draft? I'm very confused.
Oh, let me change the draft. I forgot.
Wait, yeah, what is that draft?
Well, we're seeing the last game draft.
Well, I'm just wondering what the program was that they used.
Oh, they're using
Oh, this is
LS.
the
Oh, they had us
LS
use the
thingamabobber.
LS draft. It's
Because
Oh,
drafting
okay.
I think it
GG.
was week 2 and week 3. I think it was Pro Draft everyone uses. It just wasn't working.
Yeah,
Draft
the
LOL
draft
went
wall.
down.
Yeah, that's what I
Pro
meant.
draft
Yeah.
went down.
I don't know. Something happened. It was not good. I respect the blind Cassante. I think you just banned Fiora instead of Poppy Malphite. Fiora and
Yeah,
Camille are some of the best champs into Cassante. I don't know how you let it through.
I don't remember why we banned Poppy. I think it was just one of those random things where no one said
I mean,
anything.
like, Poppy can counter a Cassante dash, but his entire game plan doesn't revolve around dashing, unlike Aurelia.
I think it might have been for me on the Jarvan where he said, What's annoying to play into his Jarvan from like top and jungle?" And I was like, well, Poppy,
I
that is
mean,
mildly
yeah,
annoying.
I can see it, but I
that's
also
about
think
the
you
only
banned
thing.
Fiora.
Yeah.
Everyone should ban Fiora.
I don't know. Whenever we talk draft with Yikaw, he's just like, the only thing I want banned is he says just some random champion that the guy plays, and he's like, I don't care about anything
He's like,
else.
We're
It's
not
like,
making
oh,
your
okay.
top through today, okay, boys.
Yeah, like you never know what Yikaw's got cooking. He just will say something like, "This is the only ban I care about. Everything else is irrelevant." It's
Isn't
like,
he
oh,
the
okay.
first one that cooked that feast off?
The feast off. What?
Wasn't he the first
The
one?
phase.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
Fizz.
Oh my gosh.
Either
that's just
it was
irritating
either
me.
him or what's his other guy? Hentai Onisa.
Dude,
yeah, I
that
don't know.
was
I don't know who
funny.
came up with it first, but like, yeah, he was just like, yeah, I can do Fizz into Fiora, and then it somehow was like, what if we just send Cassante top instead?
I don't
And
think Fizz
then
Fiora is that bad.
yeah, but I think we just wanted to have the Fizz so that way he could like roam and do
Yeah,
Fizz
Fizz
things.
roaming is way bigger than Cassante roaming.
Yeah.
Do Fizz things.
I mean,
That's
I
Fizz
think
all
overall
wrong.
he did really well, but there's just a point where Swain just
There were
becomes
some calm
unkillable.
issues later on in the game that involved him.
That we don't
Not to
know.
call him
But
out, but he really sucked at talking on the mic.
it wasn't. Well, yeah, that's basically what it boiled
It
down
wasn't,
to
but
at certain points. But yes, as far as his fingers and playing Fizz, the League of Legends champion goes, yes, he did very well for himself.
No, yeah. I mean, we
Yeah,
can
It
only.
his
was
hands worked, but his mouth didn't.
it was some other things that happened later on when we were like, hey, let's go for this, and he had already thrown his ult at other people and was going in the opposite direction.
Like this
You're
one.
like, yeah, we need you here to kill Swain, so you can't be doing that.
And his like diving fucking Nautilus.
Like it's right here. Yes,
You know
he's
what's
like right here.
Nautilus
Oh my
is
God.
Yeah,
nothing
right
but
here.
fire.
He was like, okay, and then
And it died.
Kobita's like, hey, I got a Mumu over here, guys.
Oh,
And then
it
we're like,
died.
okay. And he's
Dude,
like, where's
Swain just fucked
Fizz?
us up.
Where's Fizz? Because we totally thought we still had Fizz with us when we went for that, and he
Did
died
he die
diving
killing
Nautilus. Yes.
His-
So I was kind of like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Sure.
shit, I was like, wait, Fizz should come back in this fight at some point. I was just waiting. Oh my god.
Oh god. I mean, I can only speak from what we see on the replay, right? We're not like in the comp
Oh
site.
yeah.
But overall, he was doing pretty okay. But I'm glad that you're here to point that out. That he should not be.
That's why I try not to flame people when I watch their gameplay, because who
Oh,
knows
don't
what's
flame me.
going on in their
Exactly.
comms. Sometimes people just say something that's completely not true. Like
I will
some
say-
people will say like so and so flashed, and then our support lands a god 4-man Alistar engage, but it's just like Swain's just too big at this point for it to actually
And he
do
built
anything.
Jack Show. Quite smart from him. Like
Wait, what?
he went straight Jack Show second item.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
like
went
it.
Riley's
I'm
Doc
allergic to
Show.
that. I don't think it's good.
I mean,
What?
he was not getting one shot by
No, I'm
the
not
Fizz.
a fan. I'm a greedy ass player. I don't like it.
I mean,
That makes a lot of sense.
exactly. No, you know
Yeah.
what's the
When
funny
it-
thing is? The funny thing is like Axe is like hovering me or some shit like that, and we're gonna make like a 2v2 play. Like 10 seconds later, I'm making the play and Axe is gone.
Dude, I
Some
always
people
say
can argue
something
that's not
when I
on you
change
for
my
looking
ult.
at the
I'm
map.
like, Wait, I thought you were here like 5 seconds ago. But it's fine. I still forgive him.
Yeah. Sometimes
This is
Cam does the
so
same thing to me, so it's
aggressive.
just a solo lane
Exactly.
special. We're
Sometimes I'm the one
both strong,
feeding.
independent men playing League of Legends, so we're used to making plays by ourselves.
As long as we get the
Um,
dub, so it's all good. But
It
yeah,
just
dude,
got harder
Where's
for us to
Swain
play this
doing with this
game
bad thing? You
because
just have to ult if you're gonna fucking walk into 4 people.
no.
the other thing, like every 2 minutes, you guys are fighting. It's like
Yeah,
it's
this is
23
a
minutes in the
lot of
game.
clips, man.
Like you, almost each team has 1 kill per minute. That's insane.
Dude, I can't believe Red Team is trying to defend this after Swain entered. You just given him a new weight.
After Swain entered.
Dude, that was an int. He did not
Yeah.
hold.
I mean,
Dude.
oh no, triple kill and then.
They can't end now. Okay, the Mumu I'll play. Let's see it.
Let's go.
Damn, you see that? He tried his best, but he missed both of his skill shots.
and then he's just perma slowed by Ash. Yeah, it was good that he stopped us from getting inhib though. That made it a little harder for us here.
Ooh, that was a nice play by you over there, blocking them. Although they still managed to get to Ash.
Oh my god, 11.
Yeah, it just became so hard for Ash to play the game because they could just flash Nautilus ult off cooldown, and there's really not a lot any of us can do to
And
prevent Ash from dying. We just had to try to kill other people, but at this point, it's like even Fizz having 12 kills wasn't enough to
yeah,
blow anybody other than Varus up.
yeah,
So
he can't blow anyone. They have a lot of defenses, a lot of HP, and Ash she doesn't even have. She would need like uh Rage Blade and then Lord Dominic's to start dealing damage because your comp doesn't have a lot of damage outside bursting,
yeah,
so it is definitely difficult to play it. But you guys still like almost you still had a chance, not like it was impossible
yeah,
to
I,
win.
I
We were
almost
pretty
got in
good.
range to steal that Baron. It was sad. It was like both the ADCs once fight started just kind of died
Yeah,
because
dude, it's
just
awkward though, cause how is like Ash meant to kill a Mumu, Swain, Nautilus, and then all of your other damage dealers are Fizz and sort of Cassante Jarvan, but they're like more
yeah.
bursty. Like Ash is trying her darndest, but doesn't have the CS to do anything here.
Nor the kills.
Yeah, nor the kills. All the kills are on Fizz, and looks like you guys just weren't able to end fast enough.
Yeah. That's the downside of playing this style where you just try to get things going early.
I mean,
Is that if you don't win fast enough against the
Well,
scaling comp, then you just kind of
Yeah.
auto
How
lose.
come you delayed the Black Lever?
Just because they had a Mumu Swain and
Yeah,
just
you know,
all the magic damage.
that is brutal. That is a brutal combo. This is just sad. He's already watching
Yeah,
him
no,
kill him.
we blew his flash level 1 like all 3 games in a row. And so it was just come mid with Nautilus and put a pillar behind him and
Yeah.
kill him. And then here it was just like, oh, they really sent 4 after me. Okay.
Another day
yeah,
of
that Nautilus mid
the
was nice.
random top lane fight that Lauren may or may not win.
So this is the great thing. Like she ults, and you just survive as Nautilus. Like you don't
No, she
care.
whiffed ult. It didn't stun.
No,
She
yeah,
missed
but
it.
it's still like he would not have died.
Yeah, he probably would have gone one shot because Annie's zoom.
And then you just do that. It is disgusting how strong that thing can be. I kind of like the Casio APC.
I think it's a good pick. Cassio kind of plays like most ADCs, but she
Yeah.
is stronger than some of them.
And she scales harder than a lot of them
Yeah, she
can
scales harder
too.
than a lot. Because a lot of ADCs, even though like Infinity Edge spikes at 2 items, there's still a lot of ADCs that don't spike until 3.
Yeah, because a lot of the time you need LDR to cut through the front
You
line or
either need like
something.
LDR or like a Phantom Dancer to get your damage up.
I feel like Cassiopeia, once she has the Lost Chapter, she went to Roa, so she does not gonna have the Lost
Yeah,
Chapter.
I
Because
don't
it's
know.
Lost Chapter
I
is
really
really
like
good
Cass with
into her.
Leandris. I think Roa is not bad per se. It's just when you're playing Cass, you want the damage.
And that was a
Yeah,
conversation we had before the game because Dilly was asking whether we thought he should go Roa or Leandres. And we told him that since he's our he is our late game thing, he should just scale as much as he wants to. So then he
Roa
was like, okay, I'll go Roa then.
Roa isn't bad in lane because once you get the crystal item that I forgot what's called.
Catalyst.
Yeah, the catalyst. It's you gain
Catalyst is like one of the best lane items in
yeah,
the game.
you get
Mhm.
damage mitigation and you get like I think you get mana
You basically don't run out of
refunds,
mana when you buy Catalyst, and
and
you
you
heal.
also yeah heals as well. So you got 3 things. It's pretty good.
But I think scaling for Cass isn't Ro, it's Leandris, because tanks buy Zizira or Heartsteel, and then you need like Leandris or something equivalent to that to be relevant on your damage output.
I think if you go Conquerors, you still do that because you're gonna get the what's called you're gonna get that rune that's gonna give damage through people that has more life than you.
Oh,
Or
what is that called? Cut down?
yeah,
I'll take that.
you can take cut down or you can take the one that you do more damage lower or whatever. You can take both.
Yeah.
That thing once you have Conquer stack does a lot of damage. Plus don't forget you get extra damage once you get your uh poison off them. So it's pretty disgusting how strong she can be. But yes, the if you do combo with Leandro, it's even stronger. But she's squishier.
Mm-hmm.
There's also that argument.
And in this particular game, as Cass, I probably would just win Leanders because you're gonna wait for Annie or Mumu to blow their engage, and then you're gonna walk out.
I mean, she's fine. It's 17 minutes. Well, could be better if she had a bit more farm, but she's okay. She got 2 items at 20 minutes, more than Zeri.
Okay. The Ashel blew a flash and a dash. Jesus.
But yeah, the good thing about this comp is once you lock
Once you're
somebody,
ahead, you're kind of just
Yeah,
winning
it's
the
just
game.
especially since I got so many kills, I was able to
Yeah,
just
I
go
don't know how the
Titanic
fuck you got 8
second.
kills.
there's a
But,
Nautilus
I
in
mean,
the
we were
game,
just
dude.
picking on people with the Nautilus trundle,
Exactly.
put
what
up
is
a
this
pillar,
cloud
hook
build?
'em.
Why does someone build
Dude.
cloud right, man?
Nautilus are someone Trundle just walks into them, pillar them, and they die. Like
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can't even move. Especially when you have a Cassiopeia to Miasma on the bottom of you.
Yeah.
Like
holy shit, the not hook.
Oh, that's a big rip. And yeah, Cheryl, that's unfortunate. That's just all around unfortunate.
Yeah, everything I could have went wrong in like a couple seconds.
Yeah, here's there. He's finally getting to play the game. Finally,
Yeah,
back
Zeri
to
is
the
doing
auto
a lot of
attack.
fucking damage in this fight, but she's kind of backing down. Like,
I
get
I
in
don't know
there.
about this
There we
flash.
go.
I don't know about this flash E into a fucking
Yeah, I
Nautilus
probably would have
hook.
committed both instantaneously, but I probably would have eaten planning to flash.
I mean, I still think he did pretty well overall. Um,
Yeah,
what's
it
his
was
name?
just overzealous at the end.
Luxenden,
Yeah.
but it's kind of hard to
Okay.
like flash into a Nautilus.
I mean,
Not shouldn't have the holy shit.
oh god, unfortunate. That's so
You
sad.
forgot to put on range indicators when that shit happened.
Oh my gosh, why is it taking so much to kill this guy?
Because it's Nautilus
We
with
just
gold.
That-
1,600 gold off
It
of
just
that.
took so much longer.
Dude, you cannot move with this comp. What the heck did you guys cook here?
Orin couldn't. He
Ash
couldn't
Nautilus?
set the fucking ram anywhere.
Jesus Christ.
Orn gets out here, by the way. He walks away and teleports
Yeah.
back.
It's because Orin's just the highest resistance champ in the game.
I mean, but he's gonna TP so
Dude, this
so
is so
far
far.
away.
He thought his team was winning, and they started losing the fight, so now the entire enemy team's walking away
Yeah.
from him.
We bought enough time for Kled to come
And now
within
he's
ult
just
range, and
walking
he
through
showed up.
everyone.
And now Orn's like running behind
Yeah,
us, like,
dude, I
"Hey
think
guys,
that
wait for
Orin
me!"
1v3 is good here, actually.
He still killed Ash.
Oh my god. Yeah, but I don't know why he walked in after Ash died. Okay, the
I
brush cheese.
don't think they have the damage to do this though.
Um,
I mean, Zeri was
They
not even
don't.
there.
Their entire team is kind of Zeri at this point because Annie's not that fed.
I mean, their
It's just so
damage
Hard
hard
is
to
for him
be
to
Zeri.
pick.
sustained. You can't do burst plays like this unless you have numbers advantage.
I mean,
Dude,
Zeri
Zeri's
is your
doing
damage,
so much work.
but she wasn't there. If she was there earlier, probably they would have aced everybody and
Yeah, like, I don't know what happened. She's like autoed someone, and her ult just killed like 4 people. And I was like, oh, my
This is-
team's all behind me. We're good. And then even though I'm fast with my W, Zeri's just faster. And it's like, okay.
This is called
Yeah.
Zeri gamey, dude.
Yeah.
Like that lightning shot, and then like something Annie did just like blew up the entire team behind me, through me, and it was like, oh, okay.
I mean, he definitely had the potential to carry the game,
Yeah,
but
it's just
unfortunately,
how many miracle fights do you have to do before you win this?
I think at this point they're starting to win it because she already has the Lord Doms, so it's easier to.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
she
Lord Dance
destroyed
is
me.
huge.
Even here, I'm full build with anathemas on, and she still just like chews through me. It's crazy how much damage ADCs do.
Yeah, I bet you're pumped about the ADC boss next patch.
Yeah, something like that.
The hell? This Nautilus flank when you're missing a member.
Link of the center, dude.
That was overzealous.
A little
I
bit.
forgot how you guys won this game.
The
To be honest, I did too.
and Kled gets an actual build.
I was gonna say, I know
Oh, I
Kled.
remember, I
We do like Kled starts splitting, and we win with like a
Yeah,
TP
I
back
wanted
for
to
the
ask
Nexus.
you, why did you? Cause oh yeah, I forgot. Cause when I was doing this, I realized there was a lot of there were a lot of fights, or wannabe fights. Like both teams, they would go into an objective. You guys would pull Baron, try to get a pick or something, but nobody would commit to a full 5v5. And I wanted to ask you guys why you didn't put Clad on that split push before, because you guys started losing you lost like 2 or 3 5v5s with Zeri, but you never put Clad on the side lane. So I want to ask you, like, did you guys didn't want to do that, or like it was just like something that came during the game?
It was mostly just during the game. You know, we kind of give our top laner carte blanche to do whatever he's gonna do, because better to keep him happy and stuff. But since he opened up that Nexus here, this fight, Dilly was like, "Hey, I've got TP. Just buy time, and I'll go TP into their base, and we'll end the game." And they engaged on us, and we fought it off. And then Dilly had TP, and that was it.
Dude, I was like anxious because nobody somebody would start a fight and then he would stop the fight. It was like nobody wants to fight, nobody wants to win. What do we do? Wait
It,
here?
it just became impossible for us to fight. Like maybe we
Yeah,
should have had
Zeri's
Ash
just too
support.
strong.
Maybe we should have had our Ash support start building like Bork or something, Bork and Black Cleaver, just that way she could like try to auto attack and do something. But yeah, once
True.
Zeri got to that point, it just got so hard. Because like I said, I even had anathemas on her, so she was just doing 30% less to me. I was stealing stats from her tanks, and she was still just cutting through me like I was warm butter. So, you know, if you ever hear
Zeri
ADCs
is
complain about their role being weak, just point them in that direction.
well. I
Zeri
think
gave
they're
me.
complaining about not 6-item ADCs.
Yeah, in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
I think there's
now,
out of all the free hitting your entire team ADCs between Jinx, Zeri, and Sivir, I feel like Zeri is the most threatening.
oh yeah, for sure. And it's been
Yeah,
for a few
probably
patches.
Zeri and Jinx are definitely two that you do not want to leave untouched for sure.
No, this
Oh
one
my god.
is the
I thought
last.
this was so funny that they 5-stacked and then they decide to not do that anymore and then this Blitz literally takes over this entire game.
That's the champion, right? Like if you have someone that actually knows how to play Blitz and how to exert the pressure on Blitz, he can warp an entire game.
I feel like so I don't know how I feel about this bot lane. So week 1, I was really impressed with the bot lane from Optazah. They were playing the 2v2s really well.
ODZ played really well this week.
And then
But this is Ender, and I think they're
yeah.
4th seed.
And to week 2, they just got outclassed and they got a game out of you guys, Sprouts, based on what they wanted to do, which is just like fight all the time. At least that was my perspective of them. And then they come into week 3 showing a strong bot again. So I don't know. I feel like they're probably a mid pack, like they're consolidating themselves as a mid pack team. But at the same time, I don't know. Like I kind of like Nick as he's a sub AD carry, I think. But I kind of liked him. I think he was pretty strong. But it begs the question: how much can this team do against higher seeded teams or better teams?
The Fiora
Yeah.
dies, by the way, trying to escape tower.
The tasteful cut to save him the embarrassment. But yeah,
I
no.
recorded it. It was just a transition happened at the exact time where you were unsure.
Yeah, I mean, when
Fiora
we played
Delay
off
was
the
actually
Za,
a
we
good
we
matchup.
didn't feel like off the Za was like bad by any means. And like that second game that they beat us with, it was just Jinx. Like, and then they had Akali too, so it was like the same stuff we talked about with the Akali earlier, where it's hard to play around an Akali and then a Jinx getting strong. So like these guys know what they have to do in fights. So if you give them a chance to outplay you in a fight, they can make it happen.
For I think it's Kobe top, right?
Yeah.
I think he's still working on this matchup. That's basically my feedback. He's not comfy in this yet.
I don't know. I honestly I didn't like this draft from Andor, to be honest. It
Yeah, I agree because Alawi shouldn't beat Fiora.
not only
If
that,
you're gonna R5, you better win lane, and he shouldn't have won lane here.
and not only that, but I feel like Ilaoi, I don't think she's good for
Alawi
team.
doesn't play to the strength of Aphelios bot lane.
Sure,
Aphelios
yeah.
Ziggs bot lane.
And Ziggs too. I don't think Ziggs does what he should do, right?
I mean,
I don't know.
mind the Ziggs because if you pair a front line with this Aphelios, right?
Nice one.
You play neutral with Maokai poking with E, and you just front to back stuff. But
I don't know.
I just don't think Alawi fits either dynamic where it comes to poke or being a front line or being a DPS threat.
I think they lack a lot on the team fight department because the only way Eloy works is if everybody jumps on top of her in the team fight.
She flourishes in melee-centric team comps, and they have Tristana Azul.
And they have a Wukong to stop them. So Wukong can buy time for Soul's ult like that in this fight.
Dude, this fight is just absolutely silly. Azul stood still for like 10
I know,
seconds.
look at
and
him.
no one's
He's
hitting
just.
him. Azul is just letting.
How do we feel about Asel just like as a champion? Because like
I
he was
fucking hate
cool
the
when he
guy.
first came out. I'm tired of this champion.
I mean,
man.
I like this ASO because the previous
hate it.
ASO is like dog shit, to be honest.
Okay, I like the design of previous Azul, but I understand no one could actually.
No. The previous ASO is
No one
it's
had the keys to the
garbage.
castle.
No. It's garbage. That ASO was garbage. This one actually feels like it's a champion. It's maybe too powerful.
Dude,
Question
his
mark.
Q should not be perma-slowing. That's my problem.
I
I mean, that's
it's-
Rylai's. That's
and perma-slow.
yeah. My big thing is just how inevitable he feels and how big his E becomes. That's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I like.
There's that, and
despise
also I
about
hate the
it.
fact he does optimal DPS while running away. No
Yeah.
other character in the game can do that.
And not only
And this
that,
when his flight could be canceled by combat, so you could like actually like
Oh.
stop him from just flying away from you because now you can't.
don't forget that ASO, he could not be in bushes and you would know he was there. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they gimped him like that, to be honest. They should have reverted that at some point.
I don't know. I just feel like he very much needed some love. Maybe
Oh,
not
he
too
got it.
much love. Maybe not
He
too
got
much
it.
love.
Don't worry about that. No,
I don't
like-
think any champ should have infinitely scaling max health damage. That's another thing I hate.
I mean, I don't think Viger should have
Especially
like, infinite
an
scaling
insta
AP.
execute on his he has the execute goes up on his E, and the percent health goes up on his Q. So it's just like and he just sits back across your screen, and then flies across your screen from off your screen and just hits you the whole time. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. This blitz
know
is
if
just
R5
hitting these
kills.
hooks.
The move here. Oh, what do you think, Loki?
No.
No? As a kill advocate, you're saying no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like the idea of it into Gragas, since Gragas is picked top lane for like
Do you
neutralizing
defend
stuff.
picking Kale into tanks? I
Yeah.
don't think it works well with the rest of the comp that you're
So,
facing.
This is kind of rough because this is actually my other org. The EHC.
Oh my god.
So
Just
like
tell me if you think Kale's good here or not and why.
I don't think that Kill was a great pick. I will I'll
Okay.
I mean,
do that, but I mean, it yeah, no, I have no defense on this one. I think that B Sweet is an amazing player, so like I give her that, but Kill is not it.
I don't think
I
she's.
find it funny that you're thinking Kale's a good pick here, and you're the one who's thinking Kale's not a good pick here.
I don't think,
I think-
she's as bad
I
as.
think it's
find
good specifically into
Yeah.
Gragas, but when you
I think
think
if
about,
there's a
okay,
place to pick Kale,
I'm
this
playing
is it.
Kale into Viego, Blitzcrank, and Fizz.
No,
It
Fizz.
becomes less.
No, into
great.
Fizz is actually good because if he
Okay,
ults
yeah,
you,
you have the ult to counter his ult. However, he kills you regardless if he's ahead.
well, if he's
I mean,
ahead, that's the problem. So the problem is
Yeah.
or I should say they are drafting Kale, and
We
they're
call it mid gap.
yes, and they're getting just destroyed, dude. This is like 13k gold difference in 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
If they were even, then the Kale could do something later on. But we haven't seen a single Kale actually go level 16 yet. Like everybody that picked
Yeah.
Kale lost the game in less than 30
Problem is-
minutes.
By the time level 16 usually happens, the game is already decided, unless you had a really close game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the people playing like the people playing against Kale, they're being able to, accelerate the game and be able to punish her a lot. We saw the Akali earlier, and now with the Sphees and the whole bot lane just destroying.
Did we cover game 2 for this? I barely
No,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
game two.
fast.
Yeah, game 2 was the Kale.
Yes,
Or-
game 2 is a
Oh
Kale.
my god.
Yeah, game 1
Oh my god, I
game
remember
Rally on
everything
Ace
now.
Hole. And game 2 was the Fizz and Kale.
Yeah. All right, so
Right.
let me try
That-
Yeah,
to.
no.
That's it.
That's
Alright,
it.
we get to talk about
All right.
new groups. I want to start off with Group A. Alright, Loki, give
Wait.
us the breakdown
Yes.
of Group A.
Wait, so this is the previous group. So, okay, so you're talking about the previous group, right?
Oh my
Group
god.
1?
Yeah.
Okay. So the group stage 1, that's how it ended up. I'm quite surprised Coalition ended up with that first seed. And Cape Dogs.
Well, I thought Group A would be between, like, Coalition and Snapdragons, so I'm not too surprised. I kind of thought Syndicate would come second, but I thought it'd be like a close second. Group B. I think Group C was a coin toss between like everyone aside from VVS. I'm not too shocked overall, honestly.
I was expecting Edens to go 3-0, to be honest, after the first 2 weeks, but obviously they had sub jungle. I hope. Well, I was B, and I guess there is an argument either Sprouts or Dynasty would take first place, so that's fine. B is as expected. I guess the only thing was going goes how they would have done without if they didn't have Wukong since the start. That's a big
Well,
question
I
mark.
think
Oof.
even if they didn't have Wukong at the start, I would imagine they would have went 2-0 and then it would have been a coin toss as to who wins the following match. But
I mean, we
on
won,
top
so
of
I
having the
don't
comparable jungle,
I don't know the flip
they
the
had
coin
to
toss.
go into their hardest matchup with possibly less than 1 week of experience with their sub.
True.
So it's kind of stacked against them.
Yeah.
And I guess Group C could be either of these teams: Cape Dogs, ETS, or Scooter Ankle. No. All right, so I'm gonna bring up the new groups so we can talk about those.
Yeah, I
But
want Loki to talk about Group A and our new
Oh my
group
God.
stage.
things will look a bit different here. Oh, it actually worked. Nice. It actually
Right.
worked. So I'm just making an update here. Now
This
group
makes me
B.
sad.
What makes you sad?
The fact that I have to face you again.
I mean, just because we
I mean, like, didn't you do enough to us the first time around? Like, you gotta come
No.
back for a second.
Me and Cam had to choose this together, so we had to come back for seconds.
You know.
I mean, I proposed a different route. I told him, hey, we have 2 routes to take on this, right? This is the first route. This is the second route, which we collectively decided the first route. But
No,
I'm just
you
saying.
wanted an easy win.
True.
And
Yes.
you guys want.
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying,
like-
if I wanted to face the hardest teams, I'd rather face them in playoffs where it's a best of 5.
But
Oh
also,
my God.
also, we just gave you a free win. Remember
Yeah.
that?
You scratch our back, we'll scratch yours. Just not in game.
Exactly. A free win
I was gonna
because
say,
Vivian's dropped.
do you think
So
four wins technically would put you like in a tiebreaker for playoffs, right? So
Yeah, we're already at 4.
that puts you guys one away
actually,
from
I
like
th-
with the free win.
I think
that-
4 wins classifies any team for playoffs.
Does it?
I think so.
I think it should. I mean,
Is
3
it
wins
top-
is first seed.
It's what, top 2 from each group and then 2
No.
of
So
the
I'll show later on. I have the overall standings. So it's gonna be it's gonna be 12 teams and top like overall record.
it's just the overall record.
Yes.
Okay.
So the thing is, this is me thinking because I'm thinking about statistics, even though I'm not great at statistics. But the idea is you're gonna have, a couple teams with high ranks, like undefeated, 5 wins, 6 wins, or whatever, and then you're gonna have a lot of teams at 4 wins that's gonna classify, and at the bottom, like maybe the last 2 to 3 teams, they're gonna probably have like a 3-3 record because that's gonna be the biggest amount of results that we're gonna have. It's gonna be
Yeah,
like
it's
that
going to be the
3-3.
3-3 teams with the most
Exactly.
individual game wins. Yeah.
So I'm thinking if
Yeah.
you can clinch 4 wins, you're automatically qualifies. But obviously you're not gonna be like fighting for top 4. You're probably gonna be top 8
No.
or something, top 8, top 9. So what I'm expecting is you guys getting this win here against VVS. You're gonna go 3 wins. If you beat Dorado, you are automatically qualified, in my perspective. But if you don't win them, if you go 3-3, for example, losing to Dorado and to us, I still think you have a high chance of making because your individual wins is actually pretty high.
With the 2 FF wins, you haven't lost a game in those series.
Yeah. So right now you guys have 4-2 game record. With VVS's win, you guys are gonna be 6-2. So with a 6-6, it's a pretty good chance that as a 3-3 you can make it through. Just saying, based on statistics.
Yeah.
Yeah, statistically, Cam loves copium.
Wait, what? No, I'm just being.
I don't
I'm being
think that's
truthful.
copium. I think it's just straight up statistics that the
Exactly.
3 win puts them in a pretty good spot, actually.
I know.
I don't think that we have like I love my team. I think that they're wonderful, but like I don't know if we even hold a candle to you guys. So like the fact that you put Dark on your team is just like that's not okay with me. Like nobody
You know
can
what's my
fight
favorite
Dark.
part?
What?
Is at the start of the season, they're like, oh, they don't have easy, so it was like easy in 4 words. That's basically what it said on the Titan
I mean,
rundown.
I didn't want to say that, but easy is Zach, so I'm just saying Zach. But
Yeah.
if we had a full 5-man Zach, I think things would be even worse. Not gonna lie, he is that good. Like, so I'm just gonna
I
say
mean,
like
he
that.
ranked out for a reason.
I mean, I gotta put some like faith that they're pulling something together. I know they've been scrimming like so many times a week against New Origin, so if they have any chance of coming back,
I would say if you guys can at least get one game in 2 series against either us or Dorado, it's gonna put you guys on a good spot, and you just at that point practicing for playoff. But I'm pretty sure this team was gonna make it just as things stands
Cam's
as
so
of now.
toxic. He's like, just hope for a game win.
No, I didn't say
Yeah,
hope. I
yeah.
just practice
No, he's
to get
like
a
that
little
do,
win.
bit
do
though.
something. Like try.
Exactly.
Because if you do take
No,
a game, then you'll have a 7-6 record. And so
Exactly.
you'll have a winning record, and it'll put you in a good
It's
spot.
gonna give a good tiebreak. I'm giving you the options, right? I'm giving you the chance and the hope.
But I think you
Sure.
guys could beat Dorado. I don't. This
where
Dorado
are
team
they in the
has.
standings?
I think Dorado is a pretty
Let
good
me
team.
pull it up. Before
Cause
standings. So
I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time ever in
Dorado is
Titan.
5-2, and your team is at 4-2. But
Oh
you
no.
do have to factor in, one of those.
No,
is
Dorado is
FF1.
3-5.
Well, Dorado's 3-5.
No, I'm talking about you're including the game
Oh,
record.
okay. Yes.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you are saying match record,
But Dorado has
Yeah.
awesome players. Like Flower Power has been like
dude, Flower Power is looking like one of the better jungles in the
yes.
league.
Flower Power Reboot Band was very, stable this week. Their bot lane is also pretty stable with Afro and Sunrise, so I think it's gonna be a hard game. But
So I do have I will have an upset at some point because I will not have my jungler. I will not have
Whoa.
downfall.
At what point? Is it playoffs?
So
Is it week 4 or week 5?
next week is the last week that I have him.
Oh.
and next week is gonna be a bye because that's when you guys plays VVS.
Monday we face our.
Yeah, so this week.
No, that's I'm in
Yeah.
the wrong one. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I still won't have downfall, so I have to replace him with someone else that has not played with his team.
Interesting.
That's
Week
rough.
4 matches against us. Their VVS match is week 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be rough.
Yeah, it will be rough. I mean, like I know who the jungler is, so
I'm
hopefully
glad you're giving him a good name in the league already.
listen, like when Downfall told me when he was gonna be gone, I think I just wanted to cry. I was like, no, I was like, you can't go on vacation. Him and his girl are going on vacation, which is well deserved, and he's played awesome this one. So
But I'll be honest, if you guys do make the playoffs, I think you guys will have a rough time. Obviously, it's gonna
oh yeah,
depend because if you guys take 12th seed, you guys gonna play 5th seed, which is right now is Dynasty, which is very strong
okay,
team. So I think making playoffs is good, but it's gonna be rough trying to go past the first round. I'm just being
yeah,
honest, right?
no,
So I
I
just wanna
mean.
make sure.
No, absolutely. I mean, I know that it's going to be rough, but I don't know. I guess we'll give it our best shot. I'm not looking forward to facing you, Chris. Like as soon as I told them that like who they're facing, they're like, "You gotta be kidding me." Sorry. I was like,
Yeah,
"I'm
I was
so
checking the stuff.
sorry."
I was so interested into seeing like who our third seed was gonna be. I was like checking it every couple of minutes.
Dude, we almost got ATS.
Yeah,
Dude,
who
I
else
didn't
were
want
you
to get
guys gonna be up
ETS
against?
because well, I guess if there was a time to get ETS, it would be regular season. Because then at least we wouldn't knock them out of playoffs or anything like that. But it's just a net negative to play against your sister team.
No, you should have picked them. You should have played against them.
We couldn't have picked third seed.
We
got
were
to
the
pick
last ones to
second
pick.
and fourth.
Yeah. We were the last on the draft selection, so and the thing is, I think
Yeah.
Dorado and ATS were the last two to choose, and I forgot. I think it was Fever that made the last choice or something, or Coalition or something.
Yeah.
But I feel like Dorado, um, they got into a good group because one, they already got, so they went 1 and 2. They got a free win out of VVS,
Mhm.
so technically they're 2 and 2. So they are, I think their chance of making it to playoff it's actually pretty high considering that right now they're 14th in the overall standings. So I think could have been much worse for them. I'll say like this.
So, how do you think the group's shaking out? Do you think it's 1, 2, 3, 4 as is? Do you think it's like 1, 3,
No,
2, 4?
I think Dorado still wins against the TPO in their match.
We'll
Yeah,
try to at least take one game off. Like if we can take one game off of them, I'll be happy.
I
But
gotta be truthful.
yeah, I know. I mean,
I
like I haven't
honestly,
watched them play, but I'm gonna try and like go back and see if I can like watch
I
something
will
because I've never
say,
seen them.
I think Dorado's the hardest third seed. So, if you're 2 or 4 in this group A, it's kind of problematic. Unless you're a really good second seed.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah. Any thoughts, Guster? You wanna add into this flame?
No, I think the fourth seed dropping out kind of limits what can happen in this group. I think you guys
Yeah,
covered
that's
pretty much
true.
every angle. It's all going to come down to the TPO Dorado match, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
that's what I don't have downfall, so I'm nervous.
So he's gonna be missing in your week 6.
He's gonna be gone until June 1st.
Oh, so like the rest of the split is what you're saying.
Pretty much. Yep.
Oof, that's rough.
Yeah.
Now,
You know what?
Go.
I would think you'd bring out the org budget and say, if you get us into playoffs, we'll give you a better vacation.
Oh yeah. I don't know. We'll see if your jungler can take our
Whoa,
jungler.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa,
Kyle's
whoa,
not
whoa.
for Kyle's not
Kyle
for
has been
sale.
jungle gapping this
Kyle's
whole
not for
time.
sale, dude. I have going ghost already. Dueling with him, playing flags with him. I'm like, bro, I can't. We can't afford to lose you.
Dude, what's
I mean-
extra funny is Kyle's from Going Ghost, so he's playing his former team right after their comp ruling, and then
Oh,
just Spy Kid gaps him.
big oof.
Now Group B. I think this is gonna be.
I think this is another group for Solar that anyone probably can get second.
Yes. I think it's gonna be a cake for Fever. I think they got 3-0. But I think
Okay.
it's gonna end up being Team Scooter versus ETS again, a rematch. We got the first win. I hope we got the second time too.
Dude, if Gideon loses to Garen again, I'm going to be disappointed.
Wait, subtime? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I can't sub for him.
No.
Wait, can you
Making
sub
him a
him
sub.
dark?
Making him a sub?
Yeah.
Dude, he's already a sub in my heart.
Oh god.
Oh my
Subscriber.
god. Oh god. But yeah, I mean, but TSA, I think TSA is being a very strong team right now.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of just a question of who improves the most, because TSA seems to have some things going for them. They have, the community, the happiness,
Mhm.
and they have some oddball draft stuff that people aren't
Yeah.
prepared for. And Solar is, having some problems with, keeping a starting roster with,
yeah.
Tortuga, was Mia in the last game, and then we're gonna have to get practice on a different jungle because he also will be unavailable for at least the first week of week 4.
Yeah, and this is the toughest matchup against Fever.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of in their favor if you ask me.
Now, I
Well,
would
week
be
4 is against Ender.
yeah, I would be surprised if Ender makes like not a true comeback, but like makes some sort of upsets here. Like
I mean, sometimes it just
that would
happens.
be
Like the teams that
Oh,
look the
I was-
worst at the start just grow or
Sometimes
find
something
things that start
clicks.
working for them, and they start
or the meta
taking
shifts and it
games.
favors them or something.
True.
There's lots of random things that
Yeah,
happen.
I mean, with this crazy bot overhaul, if you've had the best ADC in the league, and then it gets mega buffed, it could just make you win.
I just hope they don't upset us. That's what I hope.
What?
I,
No.
I hope.
All I can say about Endor is that there are a lot of changes happening, so
Yeah,
I want them to upset Fever and TSA and then drop the ball against us. So that would be
I think
lit.
that's what makes this group interesting is that Fever does enough trolling and kind of throwing
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
that
Fever could
anyone
actually
can beat
lose
anyone.
games here.
Yeah, they anyone can take games off of anyone in this group.
They're gonna
so
do
it should be
Jenna
an
top with
interesting one.
Smite.
Just not again.
oh my gosh. If anyone did that, that'd be the biggest troll ever. I mean, I would encourage it, but like
So-
on my team if they would pull it out, but I don't think that's gonna
In
happen.
Group C, my take, Purple Sprout Syndicate, CB Peaches, and Turtle Squad.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like I like the games that I saw from Sprouts, but which was the game that
You saying you're washed up? You hear that?
no.
I mean that's my designation on the roster sheet, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, seeking is not a bad thing.
It's just like I feel like I don't know. I feel like they're like because the thing is, I think Syndicate might have a chance against them more than Taz has.
Yeah, I think it's the closest for
So-
second.
I don't think it's gonna be like it might. So it might not be a 3-0, right? It might not be a 3-0. Syndicate, because the thing is, Syndicate is an oddball for me. The same chance that they can face Browse like, even, they can also go with CBP. They can also go with Taz. So I don't think like they're gonna either they can drop the ball against these teams that may not be that strong, and they can do like toe to toe with Sprouts and maybe take a win against them. So like they're that odd in my opinion. Not that they're a bad team, but that's just the feeling that I have.
I feel like I can almost guarantee that this series will go to 3 games, just
I
because
think it'll go 3 games.
if nothing else, we are our own worst enemy at times. So even when things are going good, we'll just do something really stupid for no reason sometimes and drop a game here and there.
Fair.
So one way or the other, I think this thing's going 3 games. So
Fair.
Well,
You think that there's any chance they take you guys to game 3, or not even a chance?
like I said,
Not
we are
laughing.
our own worst enemy. So
yeah.
can happen.
I mean,
Do we think Peaches or Squirtle Squad is third?
I think it's tough. It's gonna depend on
I
their
think
match
Peaches-
again.
I think there's a clear divide between top 2 and like bottom 2 here.
The thing is, Taz won the first time 2-1, but I think CBP just has the chances to do 2-1, 2-0
I
with
think they
them.
have the power of friendship the second time around.
I also find it funny that they get to play each other again this week.
Yeah.
Like they just played and then redraw groups. They're in the same group and they play each other again. That's like
Oh,
I don't
true.
know,
yeah.
something funny. Quick turnaround might lead to a different result. We'll have to see.
I am in favor of CB Peaches because I want them to put like spicy on this playoff run. So I want the old 3 teams to start getting some wins, just to see how things will turn out to be.
Well, I think the thing that's problematic about being 0-3 is pretty much the only way to have a chance at playoffs is to go 3-0.
Yeah,
And if you're 4 seed at going 0-3, you're against 3 teams that should be better than you.
true, but CB Peaches has 2 wins, so they have higher chances compared to
I
PF
think
Chang's.
they have the potential to do it.
Yep. Um.
I
Now,
think CB Peaches has it.
So, we
so
got Cape Dogs with Days, the superstar jungle, who really likes Karthus, really likes Vi,
and J4. Don't forget about that.
and really likes Jarvan. I was waiting for Cam to pick up the last one. I think they were one of the most coin flippy first seeds. To be honest, I'm not convinced, to say the least. I think Eden's has a good chance, but Eden's also does wacky stuff and kind of throws her leads, so I'm not sure.
I think the thing is, if Eden's figures out who can sub in for Technics without screwing the whole roster, they are
Yeah.
the top seed of the group.
without moving everyone around.
Yeah.
No,
Do
this
you know what?
this will be spicy because off the Za can take games off them too. I feel
Exactly.
Dude, Optiza can
Same.
take games off anyone here.
yeah, like
So
Dude, Optazak could go 3-0 here. You know how crazy that is?
they could. That's the thing is they could very well just end up 3-0 in this group.
yeah, I think I'm not a PFC believer. I think it's between everyone else on who gets first and second seed.
I
You're
think
not a fan of PF Chang's.
no, I think PF Shanks
No.
takes a game, at least a series. I don't know against who, but they'll
I
take a
don't
series.
know about series, but I think they
You think they could take a
get
series?
Yeah,
maybe.
I think they're gonna
I was
pull off an
gonna say.
upset.
They might take a game or two because, like you said, the top 2 are pretty coin flippy, but that's about all I think they can get out of
No,
this.
I trust in Spada to do a comeback and
I
take a
don't trust the
series.
Spada that much.
No.
He's
Sorry.
been looking better, but
Mm.
I feel like if he doesn't play Orin, every other top, for the most part, has a potential to just outplay him on a carry champ. And he's been trying to flex his muscles playing carry champs, and it's not comfort for him, and it's comfort for a lot of the people who play top.
Yeah, but their wins are always on tanks.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think they're going to outsmart themselves and try to play carry tops with the Spada.
So this is my group D. Okay, it's gonna be Eden's or Off the Za,
Ooh,
Like
okay.
first?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
first, second,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna put Chang's and then Cave Dogs.
Okay.
Really?
You're literally
Really?
flipping the entire
Mm.
structure of this group.
Yes, I want to see change.
That's crazy.
Don't
So, I
quote
I think
me
mean,
Opt
into
is out.
weeks.
he's
We'll,
gonna make
we'll give
Chinese
up out.
Divinity League great again with his predictions.
Hey, gotta be special, right?
See, I think Edens can definitely take first, like you said. If they don't lane swap everybody, they probably end up being a first seed anyway. Um, I think they have a good shot at taking first, and then it just comes down to whether Aftaza starts popping off or not as to who takes second.
Okay. Alright, Loki. Tell us how it's gonna be in Group E.
In Group B?
Group E.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Um, I've seen Dynasty play. I don't really know where they are in the standings, but
They only weren't a first seed because we beat them this past week.
I think they take first, but and followed up by it's gonna be a close. I don't know if it's going Ghost Heist because I know we went against them, and I'm pretty sure that they 2-0'd us, but I think
No,
everyone can
you
2-0'd us.
2-0'd them because of the ruling. So
Oh, because
give
of the
yourself some
ruling. Okay,
credit.
well then,
Yeah.
then Conduit takes second. I'm sorry. It's hard to build up synergy midway through a season and like be able to pull back from all the losses that you now have. So, I see Dynasty first, Conduit second. I don't think that TD Kaizen has what
Poor
it takes,
Ziggy.
but
You don't believe in Ziggy?
you know what? So I got to hand it to Ziggy because he did just win the BOL IBS final. So I mean, like, but I don't know if he has what it takes in a gold league. I'm sorry. I love
Man, he
Ziggs,
did
but
win
no, like
the baseball minor league, but
I have much love for him, but I don't know if the gold league is gonna
Maybe
be it
not
for
yet,
him.
right? Not yet.
Not yet. I mean, like everybody can make it.
Yeah, I feel you. I'll go with Dynasty, Coalition, Going Ghost, and TDK. I hope TDK can take a game out of Going Ghost this time, but I think that's about it. I don't think they can take a game out of Coalition or
I put
Obsidian.
Going Ghost over Conduit. That's kind of the only thing I would do.
Really?
Going Ghost.
Bald statement,
Yeah.
sir. Bald
So
statement.
you think
But
Conduit's getting
you know,
third?
most of the things I've seen from Going Ghost is with Wupong, so I feel like I could be wrong.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think
I do
Lada
think
is improving a lot.
I do think Dynasty will probably end up being first because even though they're losing Ivar, they're replacing
Yeah.
him with someone else that they know and have played with a lot. So I don't think the transition will be too big a deal for them.
Oh, they already
So
made the change, by the way.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Nakamura.
yeah, and then they'll have Rivered back. Rivered couldn't play this week, so they'll have Rivered back. So they'll be fine. I can't see them not finishing top two bare minimum in this group.
Yeah.
And I expect them to take first. So we'll see.
Same.
And then I think like you said, I think Conduit's probably going to be second, but it just depends on what Going Ghost ends up doing because you know how much of that was Wupong. You know,
Yeah, and now with the addition of Batman, cause um,
I like Batman. I just don't know if he's a missing
well,
piece for Going
so here's
Ghost.
the thing. I think they have two places to play with Batman. They definitely have Zork to play as a carry top. I think he has proved himself to be a good top laner, at least on the carries that he plays, especially if Aatrox is open. And the second thing is, I think Boost is also a good AD carry. So if he can focus on the bot,
I think you
they can
have to
play
focus bot.
they can play, they can win the games. I'm not saying Merciful Crow is bad or anything like that. I just think she is better on a more supportive style for mid, and I think Batman playing also as a tanky champion or the J4 that he does, it's also really good to support the team. So I feel like if they're gonna make this work, they have to do it either through top or to bot. That's just my take.
Well, Ken, the take that I think they have to play through one of the sides of the map to win. That's really
Well, no. Well, you still whatever, X, whatever. Let me show real quick before we call it a day. I'm just gonna show the overall standings.
Do we have the ET award stuff? I don't know if we set that up.
I mean, I have. If you wanna, let me see this. What is this? Shit. All right, let me see if this works. Shit. Sorry. All right, sweet. So right now, this is for what do you want to see? Do you want to see for this week? Do you want to see like what overall?
Well, last week.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So let me just update this real quick, cause this and this side, make it big. All right. So this is right now. I mean, as of last week, I haven't made the updates yet. So this is gonna be released on tomorrow or Sunday, something like that.
On the Twitter.
On Twitter, yes.
Okay.
So right now we have our lovely top laner that doesn't flame anyone as
I
number
actually
uno.
have positive soul around.
Yeah, okay.
Because so because he carried like for like one game of the first week and then last week solo carrying. Oh, not last week, week 2. So he got 3, and actually so here's the thing, with the ruling of Wukong, I took him out of the list, and the person that so Zork inherited one of the player of the games for GGH because indeed things happen. So now he also has 3. So he is tied with X as of week 2. With that being said, this is the current top 18, but we can go a lot. We can go to like what? I think it's like
update
50.
This for week 3 stuff. It's on my backlog.
So there's 60 players here as of now. So we have 60 players listed. We have players that left teams, players that changed teams, and based on what I saw this week, this is gonna change a lot. So stay tuned.
Wow.
There's gonna be a good updates everywhere. And don't worry, Guster, I got you. You're here. You're gonna get some updates too. So
He was definitely concerned about our unofficial award
hey,
ceremony.
hey, I'm trying
It's
to.
the only thing that matters
Yeah,
in life.
exactly.
To me.
Honestly, are we giving someone like a $10 skin? If they go in first?
I don't know about that yet. I'm looking for sponsors.
Okay, sorry. I gotta be straight, guys.
Hey.
We might not do $10. It might be $5.
I'm trying.
Man.
I was gonna talk to you in private about something else that I had in mind.
Okay.
But I am searching for something to make this more worth. I should have stuck this in the beginning, but I kind of suck as a host. But I spoke. So our support Zond, for those who don't know him. So I'm working with him with his company and potentially getting them to sponsor us. So it's in the works, and let's see how things go. But eventually, I want to make sure that we can get some sort of a prize to either our all stars, like the same thing that we see in Titus and any other league, for the top laners of each role, or top players of each role. The top player of the split, also something along those lines. So I'm definitely looking to get something like that out there. And once we're definitely gonna disclose everything over Twitter. So stay tuned.
Crazy. All right, what's our wrap up message?
Good night.
Tune into TPO's stream on our week 4 match, I guess, if you don't want to watch our player perspective. Yours truly, Loki, is going to be casting it supposedly.
I will be actually. I'm making it a point to make sure I cast it.
Yeah. But yeah. So I just want to first of all thanks everybody. I'm just gonna leave this in the screen so everybody can see, but not gonna talk about this. But I want to thank Axe for tonight. Guster, thanks for joining in and have to listen to me blabber for like almost 4 hours. So thanks again. If you guys have any message you want to leave, feel free.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. This was fun.
Nice. And obviously, thanks for the chat. A lot of people from Titans showed up today to watch, talk about their teams. So very nice. And we're gonna wrap up for tonight. We'll see you next week with new guests and hopefully more material and more laughs. That being said, bye bye everyone and good night.